Now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
It's out of my hands, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hands. You can never take away the power of my soul.
Scan the QR codes to see what's upcoming for FTW Productions and what's available on demand right now. Button Master Stable Wars entire playlist. AEW Revolution Go Home Week, Dynamite and Rampage watch parties. Mistress Audio dramatic readings featuring voice actors from Weymouth Youth Wrestling. Elimination Chamber retrospective. WrestleMania Retros coming to the Wrestling Fortune 44 Incorporated channel. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Let's Play series. WrestleMania 19 Revenge Mode Let's Play series. All of A Simple Man's Brand Simply Predicting panels. Both episodes of The Don DeMarco Show. AEW Spark, WWE Aftershock, every show week by week. The entirety of the NASCAR Thunder 2004 Let's Play series. AEW Revolution watch-along coverage featuring Noah Foster and James Hebert. Wrestle Kingdom 17 coverage in conjunction with the Jeff Meacham Network. A Simple Take, WWE Simple Takes featuring Cassidy 18 Studios. Super Mario Bros. Z voice acting. Episode 3 coming soon. Breaking news, ATW View Impromptu. WYW Intro and Immortal Stream. Royal Rumble Match Marathon with retros of events following Marathon. Plugs have concluded. On to the video.
the Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
As superstars, divas, legends, Hall of Famers, fans from across the state and around the globe descend on the bright lights of Tinseltown. A group of young lions and lionesses from WWE NXT tries to prove that they have what it takes to stand and deliver. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Jeff Meacham Network Multiverse of Media coverage of WWE NXT Stand and Deliver. I am your color man for the evening. This is my NXT.
Damn it!
J.J. Williams, alongside the simple man with the spectacular voice who has made more than clear that this is not his NXT, but it's a lot better than it used to be. And my hope, Noah, is that we'll come out of this tonight and you'll be like, this is what my NXT was.
That's a high expectation, but again, the show is called Stand and Deliver. We'll see soon enough if your brand stands and delivers to that promise, as we will also see soon enough matches, believe it or not, folks, action on the kickoff show. And the kickoff, not much. Just Ava Ray's ring debut.
Exactly. You know, the daughter of The Rock makes her in-ring debut on essentially the developmental brands WrestleMania.
Exactly. Pre-show, kickoff. It's like, this night, you figure about the amount of pressure that is on somebody to stand and deliver. You are kind of, the opening act. You are literally setting the pace.
Mm-hmm.
So not only are you trying to define yourself tonight, you are trying to define the brand tonight. And yeah, maybe that's not in front of everybody, but still, I can only imagine the butterflies that Ava Raines probably gotta be feeling.
Yeah. Meacham, I gotta say, good sir, boss man whose name is in the marquee, you had me cracking up as the trailer was playing because you're over there bouncing around, you're shaking off the nerves and everything, man. You are full on Jesse Spano for today, sir. You are excited and nervous and scared walking up against to the Undertaker, considering what aired on Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, it's I was good. I was good till I woke up this morning. And it's like, oh shit, we're here. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Yeah.
To make a reference to the Undertaker, are you scared? He's here.
For real though. It's yeah. So I am very rarely at a loss for words. Yes, I stutter quite, and yes, I am rooting for the D'Angelos for the record. So there is that. I don't get this shit anymore when I meet the boys and girls of wrestling. Like, I never, but it's the Undertaker. So it's, a little bit of a different scenario today.
I would think so. Just saying.
And like you said in the opener, Jay, these I can call them kids. I'm older than most of them. These kids that are going to be on here in a few minutes, especially the Rock's daughter. Simone's got to be nervous as a muckerfuther right now, going out there in front of that Staples Center crowd. I said what I said. Performing under the bright lights of Hollywood, like you said. Yeah, it's the eyes of the wrestling world are on these kids tonight. Or today, this morning, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and every time we get on the air here. And Colin, that has already taken place. I appreciate the heads up because that's how we do around here. Gotta do your thing, brother. Especially with the drive I have to LA, in a few minutes here. Plus, waiting in line for the Undertaker, plus going from Staples Center to the stadium. Shitting here is better.
Raymond, no, NXT is not. NXT is on location at what is now known as the Crypto.com Arena, where last night's SmackDown was, where the Hall of Fame was, where Raw After Mania will be.
Right.
While over in Inglewood at SoFi Stadium, home of the Chargers and the Rams, that is where WrestleMania is going to be.
I would say it's safe to say, JJ, why Jeff Meacham has so much anxiety built up inside of him, it feels like meeting Mark Calloway. The same could be said for Roxanne Perez, who simply says, I'm finally here. I know I can do this. We saw what Roxanne Perez illustrated, explained, and the fallout that happened during her match with Michael Satomura. Crippling anxiety. You talk about the amount of pressure and stress Ava Raine has. I would argue to say that Roxanne Perez has even more coming in as NXT Women's Champion against 5 other very hungry competitors looking for their first. In a ladder match, nonetheless.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to remember, Roxanne Perez is a baby still. She's what, 21, 22 years old?
She's 21 years old, and while she's been wrestling since she was 13, she's only done 6 years professionally.
First ever Ring of Honor Women's Champion, and in less than a year, she wins that title, signs a developmental deal with WWE, Women's Breakout Tournament, becomes one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, only for that belt to get thrown in the trash can a week later, but that's neither here nor there.
Correct.
Then becomes the Iron Survivor for the women, taking out Mandy Rose, which granted, a little bit sooner than we all figured it would be because of shenanigans that went on backstage with Mandy. But, she has just been on a roll for the last 365 plus. She is showing why she is the prodigy and why she deserves to be in that upper echelon, whether it's the NXT brand or the main roster.
Gentlemen, forgive me. I hate to interrupt. I am getting on the car. I'm getting ready to go in the car, get on the road, guys. I will pop in when I can after I have my encounter with the Phenom. Guys, if I would smoke, I would see CBD is going to be a thing today. I'm sure at some point they are having Stone Cold beer on site at the stadium. Gentlemen, again, have a wonderful call. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy this. And NXT fans, stand and deliver. Show this man up here that this can be his NXT if he wants it to be. I do have a long day. I'm going to have a fucking blast. You guys have a great day.
All
right, Jeff, you take it easy. Enjoy yourself, good sir. You deserve it.
Thank you, guys.
Right now, JJ, they're talking about the NXT North American Championship. We talk about stress. We talk about pressure. We talk about the stakes. How about Wesley putting it all on the line, wanting to challenge at one point 10 people, the whole NXT roster? But what does Shawn Michaels do? He allows Wesley to literally try to back up what he says. We saw what happened last night when Wheeler Yuta called out one of the best in the world in Katsuyori Shibata. Now Wesley not only deals with your NXT, but one of the best junior heavyweights in the world making his in-ring debut, freaking Dragon Lee.
Yeah, this match is going to be freaking fire. Like, honestly, there is not a match on this show that has filler written on it for me. Every match looks like it's going to be a banger.
I agree.
To address Colin's questions in the chat room here, title was never stripped. They just didn't know what was going to happen with Roxy, and Shawn Michaels felt like they had to move forward. Very much similar situation as what's going on with the Knockouts division in Impact. It's going to be Jordan Grace and Deonna Purrazzo, and if Mickey is cleared, it'll be a triple threat.
Exactly.
So we had this qualifying match where everything was going to happen, and it was going to be for a new women's champion for NXT, but then Roxanne got cleared to return, so now she is in the match defending her title, and it's not for a new vacant champion.
Or the key word here, JJ, what Impact Wrestling and what NXT have avoided, interim. Both champions are still making sure that they have a chance to stand, deliver, and prove why they are where they're at. And that starts tonight with Roxanne Perez and this 6-way ladder match. And meanwhile, we got a 5-way dance for the NXT North American Championship. You want to talk about, again, the people that they're young, the youth, like you said, practically kids in this game. Wesley, Roxanne Perez on the grandest stage in their careers, both coming in as champions, and the odds are extremely stacked against them.
Yeah, absolutely. And none more so than Wesley, I think, because whereas Roxanne is defending her title in a ladder match, and it's really all a game of chance. The NXT North American Championship is being defended in a regular pinfall or submission match. Wesley does not have to be pinned to lose the title. Ilya Dragunov can pin JD McDonough and become North American champion. Axiom can pin Dragon Lee and become North American champion. Dragon Lee can pin Ilya Dragunov and become North American champion. Like, Wes Lee does not have to be defeated in this one.
Exactly. And the fact of the matter is, Wesley has practically no history with any of these men. We know the fallout with Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. It goes all the way back to NXT UK when Ilya made JD leave. Then Ilya came across to your NXT, and Ilya and JD both fought for the NXT championship that I know we'll talk about here shortly. But since then, they've literally have cost each other and held each other back. At one point, JD injured Ilya. Ilya came back and injured JD, almost called him to be a one-eyed man, but now JD clearly sees out both. And then you got Dragon Lee, who's no stranger to multi-man encounters. We're back in 2019 at G1 Supercard. He won the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, came in as challenger, outlasting Bandito and Taiji Ishimori. Dragon Lee right now is the most proficient wrestler across this entire field. And then you have Axiom, to his credit. He's the former Heritage Cup winner from NXT UK, former A-Kid, and yes, he's had fun with JD back on the other side of things, but he and Wesley have yet to have an encounter with each other. While Wesley has been a predominant champion since winning the title back at Halloween Havoc in that ladder match that we saw, he has so far 4 defenses under his belt, including, ironically enough, one of those was against the very guy that previously held this title as in the main event, Carmelo Hayes. He also outlasted Nathan Frazier. It surprised me that Nathan Frazier isn't among this field, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But the bottom line is this. It's going to come down to opportunity and experience. JD, of course, being a former Cruiserweight champion, the only accolade to his WWE career since NXT UK and NXT for that matter as well. And either one of the most predominant reigning NXT UK champions had relinquished the title due to injury. All these men are heavily accoladed and rightfully deserving to be called NXT North American Champion. So it's not so much about who's going to stand and deliver. It's about who's going to outsmart the rest of the field and come out the winner.
Yeah, we talk about it's WrestleMania weekend. You go back to WrestleMania 21 and Edge winning the Money in the Bank and ascending to the title of Ultimate Opportunist. Who is going to take the ultimate opportunity in this match to seize the North American Championship?
I would say JD is your most dangerous competitor in this match. You talk about opportunity. That guy's the definition of finding opportunity.
There you go. And if you could, can you just elaborate a little bit more on Dragon Lee for the viewers? There's a bunch of viewers here asking how good Dragon Lee is and saying that they are not familiar really with Dragon Lee. I know you know more about him than I do. I just think it's ironic that, last night we watched and we honored and we celebrated Rey Mysterio going into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Arguably the greatest masked luchador in professional wrestling history. And here we have Dragon Lee tonight, this afternoon, the new breed, if you will, quite possibly WWE's next Rey Mysterio, the guy that they can throw that part of the division and the company on, market masks and merchandise and blah, blah, blah to the children of the world,
all that
much
stuff.
like they've done with Rey Mysterio over the years. Elaborate a little bit more on Dragon Lee and his accolades for everyone.
So for those that don't know, Dragon Lee is heavily accoladed from Mexico across AAA and CMLL. He also has been involved in New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He is a multiple-time CMLL World Lightweight Champion, which is basically their cruiserweight division. He also was previously involved with Los Fashion Ingobernables with El Jalistico, and he won the tag team titles with him. He also is formerly a Ring of Honor 2-time World Television champion. He's been involved in the game now for over 9 years and has faced all the greats. Whether you want to talk about Hiromu Takahashi, whether you want to talk about Rush, whether you want to talk about the likes of people like Andrade El Igolo in Another Life. You think about when Keith Lee first showed up in the brand, and he is the super heavyweight that moves like a cruiserweight. People really, Dragon Lee, Yu Lee, he comes under many names. Dragon Lee is one of the most high risk, spontaneous, lightning fast luchadors for us as cruiserweights out of the game for the last 9 years. You're going to be seeing a spectacle tonight.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Cleaver asks, who cuts a better promo, Ronda Rousey or Roxy?
At this point, I would say Roxy, because you feel the emotion. And yeah, she almost stuttered to a degree, but again, she has crippling anxiety, and that's a condition you honestly can't necessarily cure, but you kind of just work with. When I hear Roxanne, I feel the emotion. I believe in what she's trying to say. I believe in her confidence. I take in what she's trying to portray. With Ronda Rousey, it's more so, I'm just going to tell you straight up what I think about you in less than 3 seconds, and you don't need to even think about what I said. All you got to know is I'm going to break your damn arm. Ronda Rousey is a fighter. She is not a speaker. Roxanne Perez is a prodigy of professional wrestling, looking to rise to be one of the best sports entertainers, WWE superstars, this coming generation of talent.
And what a perfect transition, because you want to talk about rising to becoming one of the best superstars in this generation of talent. As we watch the video hype package on our screen of the ascension of Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker.
JJ, you think about these two. They were brought in recruitment classes basically about the same time. But Carmelo Hayes, he was the name first known in the Black and Gold NXT. He won the 2021 Breakout Tourney. He won the NXT North American Championship. And then he would go on and win it again. He unified the NXT North American and the NXT Cruiserweight Championship as it became known. He has hung with the likes of Ricochet at Worlds Collide opener. People think he is not main roster ready. Tonight, Carmelo Hayes, he calls himself the one of one. I think him is not only going to stand and deliver, he is more so going to prove why he and Braun Breaker have trailblazed their own paths through this brand. Only one of them truly can call themselves NXT. And I think it very well could be him.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those moments that you see in a generation. You know, this is Cena RVD for me. This is, as people are talking about Rhea and Charlotte tomorrow, this is a if Melo loses, we riot situation, because the fans are over Breaker. And that's not to say that he is bad. Raymond asks if we see Breaker being good like his dad and his uncle. Some would argue and say that he's already better than his dad as far as popularity and accolade level, because Rick Steiner never was a world champion. And while it is NXT, essentially the developmental, the proving ground world champion, Braun Breaker's already a 2-time world champion.
He's
something his father was never able to accomplish.
Yeah, and he's also been the face of this brand. Think about that. Braun Breaker's first accolade since being defined in this industry, might I add. He has no prior history to NXT. He's been this champion twice, and he's been no other type of champion. He wasn't a mid-card champion. He wasn't a tag team champion. He has literally been nothing but a world champion. Developments or not, to be the face of any sort of brand in this industry at the age you are at and the experience that you have, which is little to none but amateur background for Braun Breaker prior to this, that says a lot, JJ, considering he's hung on Monday Night Raw against the likes of Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler, and also former NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa. He's already heavily accoladed, and I'll even give Jinder Mahal some credit, considering he's a former WWE champion. But that being said, Braun Breaker, we've seen him now. This is his 14th defense, by the way, in this run alone. And somehow if he surpasses him, he will literally have held this title for 1 year. Very few people have done that in a single run. So the sky's the limit, as JJ might be frozen, folks. Technical difficulties. But I digress. And again, you figure about, folks, Carmelo Hayes and how he came in. Don't worry, folks. He will be right back. when you look at Carmelo Hayes, what sort of superstar do you see in him? What does he remind you of when you compare him to? He says he's one of one, but you know how we see other superstars within the superstars themselves. All right. Carmelo Hayes, for me, though, he's that mold that really stands out on his own. Why? Braun Breaker, he's a Steiner. He carries that proverbial chip of Steiner. He sounds like a Steiner. He does the Steiner Bulldog and the freaking violent screwdriver. So, again, for Braun Breaker to carry out his own legacy, that's something to say the least. And right now, Stand and Deliver might literally be his most important test to date in his run as champion. But again, when you are the hunter versus the hunted, how much does that fire still burn inside the champion to the point you've beaten and done everything? If Braun Breaker beats Carmelo Hayes, who on this brand could overthrow him? If him misses, does Carmelo ever recover from this? That's what we got to find out here tonight. Cape Rare here. There we are, JJ. All right, brother?
Yeah, sorry about that. I had an internet connection thing here.
All right. Yeah. Again, I can't stress it enough. Direct connection is always the way to go, and I do hope it holds up. But I was just explaining, like, you look at Carmelo Hayes, and people are always saying that they remind him a little bit of The Rock. I mean, he's got that charisma, he's got that electrifying energy about him. I feel that's a fair analysis, and why The Rock and Scott Steiner didn't have much, crossover. We saw what happened with The Rock and Ken Shamrock per se back in the early days of. Well, speaking of early days and, WWE, WCW legends and superstars, talk about this guy walking his way out to the stage. Booker T.
Now, can you dig that, sucker?
I'm not doing a Spinneroonie in a suit. You can forget that. All right, that ain't happening. I don't care if you try and super chat that. I ain't doing that. But anyway,
for $50, Noah Foster will do a Spinneroonie in the suit.
Don't put that out there in the universe. That might actually happen. Emmanuel and Arlene might literally be there and hear this. But damn it, JJ, you made me lost my train of thought. Anyway,
before my connection got lost, I don't know if you heard the last thing I said. I was pointing out you got to also look at who Braun Breaker beat for his 2 title reigns. I mean, Tommaso Ciampa and Dolph Ziggler.
Right?
Like, those aren't some random jabronis off of Hollywood Boulevard.
No. I mean, you're talking about Tommaso Ciampa, former NXT champion that held down the black and gold with an iron fist. He was the uber heel of the industry. But again, as we spent so much time talking about the NXT World Championship match, I'm sure we'll still talk about more in mere moments, folks. Coming up next, we will actually get kickoff action as Chase U takes on Schism, and the winners take control of Chase University. Will this unaccredited institution remain as your university or become now a new foundation of inclusivity? And what will Ava Rain showcase us tonight? Those are the questions that are about to be answered.
This just begins the torn feelings that I have for some of these matches, because as much as I subscribe to Chase U, and look at Thea coming out there all hyped.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ. How many energy drinks have you downed already this morning, Thea? But as much as I love me some Chase University, how do you bet against The Rock's daughter in her in-ring debut? It's such a horrible position to be in, Noah.
Right?
And this is just the kickoff match of what's going to be 14 matches we call today.
Well, again, this is WrestleMania Saturday, and we're kicking off festivities with a very high dose of positive spirit as Chase University has made their way inside the Staples Center. Thea Hale, Tyler Bate, Andre Chase, the professor himself, and Duke Hudson, as they all wave the banner proudly of Chase University. And again, JJ, this is your NXT. This is your stage to stand and deliver. But this is also, you called yourself literally a graduate, a student of Chase University. You might literally be expelled unless you choose to become inclusive if Schism gets their way, speaking of which.
And here they come. Honestly, the best thing about the Schism is their entrance music and their entrance in general. They have such a theatrical presentation about them. They know how to emote from behind those faceless masks and give off that aura.
There's certainly a different aura that has consumed the Staples Center as Schism, as you alluded to, make their way down to ringside. Yes, folks, we actually have in-ring action on the kickoff. We are literally kicking things off with the state of Chase University. Whether it remains how it is or becomes a new realm of inclusivity, 8-person tag team action and Ava Rain's in-ring debut.
Yes.
And we've seen how much Thea Hale has been affected by the hauntings of Schism, being abducted by Ava Rain and forced to wear basically a smile sticker vest. Talk about turning a frown upside down in the worst way. That's what Chase University faces here tonight. And the only real encouragement they've had since then was because of Tyler Bate, who has joined their side in this fight.
And looks like Andre Chase is going to start things off against one half of the former grizzled young veterans.
Bell Reigns are underway. Con double tap, kick things off. There they going. I mean, Andre Chase, again, he is your professor. He is your teacher. Sorry, Matt Striker. He is the guy that's all about leading by example. I just wonder if he's going to deliver the lesson needed the most here tonight. Whoa! Nice hip toss there.
Yeah.
There they going. Oh, that's a difference maker. And again, this is WrestleMania Saturday, and these two teams are kicking off all the festivities for the state of control of Chase University. So far, Ava Rain and Thea Hill have yet to come in, as Tyler Bate, the former, and might I have first-time ever NXT UK champion now, contends with one half of what used to be known as the Grizzled Young Veterans. Forgive me if I don't know their new names. I know they're called the Dyad.
I'm still trying to learn their names and figure out which one is which also, but I remember you talking about them as the Grizzled Young Vets, and the big strong boy now tagging out to Duke Hudson.
Duke Hudson actually tagging himself in, it looks like. And again, we talked about earlier, JJ. Duke
Dissension
Hudson
in the ranks already. Sorry, I didn't mean to step all over you. Dissension in the ranks already.
Well, Thea, don't do this.
Here we go.
Thea,
Simone Johnson walking into the ring.
Wait, Thea, hell, it ain't even Ray about to get it on. Thea, are you crazy?
Oh, boo.
Back to Joe Gacy.
And Thea doesn't care. She's like, I'll take you on, Joe Gacy.
I would not want Joe Gacy. I would not want to watch Joe Gacy versus Thea Hale one-on-one. I would be concerned for Thea Hale's safety.
That's a whole other type of wrestling match that you can find on third-party sites, but I digress.
You're not wrong, or PWG, whatever comes first. Again, technically... Oh, this is wrong. I'm not spelling this. Mocking Chase University's cheer. Andre Chase University's size ass whooping. That's what the professor looks to give tonight to Schism. Tad and Tyler Bate. For those that don't know, the Dyad, former Grizzly Young veterans, that is Zach Gibson and James Drake, former NXT UK tag team champions. And right now, Tyler Bate and Andre Chase, good tag team cohesion there. Here's the cover, 2.
But if you've noticed Duke Hudson on the outside, he's kind of frustrated and pissed that Andre keeps tagging into Tyler Bate instead of him.
Look who just tagged in themselves, and look who has coming in the ring to face their fear.
And here we go. The Rock's daughter tying up for the first time in a WWE ring.
I got to say, Ava Rain's got quite a build to herself here. I don't think this is a battle Thea Hale's going to win from a power advantage. Oof.
Not at all. Did you see the way she just flung Thea off her with a twist of her body?
And just clubbing Thea Hale. This is Thea Hale's first in-ring action in quite a period of time.
Nice vertical suplex.
Whoa! There's a suplex there. In the cover. Hook a leg. 2. Thea Hale gets the shoulder up. Yeah, you call Thea Hale yourself a Spitfire, JJ, but I feel like Ava Rain's looking to snuff that out tonight.
Oh, yeah, without question. Ava Rain has got something to prove. You know, Thea has her own demons to overcome and to prove tonight, especially the way that Ava Rain and the Dyad and the Schism in general kidnapped her and tried to reprogram her and everything. But when you are a 4th generation superstar and the offspring of arguably one of the greatest in-ring performers ever, you've got your own demons that you've got to overcome, and you've got a lot to prove.
Oh, wow!
And Ava Rain, honestly, is looking pretty good in there, both in taking her bumps from Thea and in delivering her offense to Thea.
Coming off the springboard senton. Oh, Dyad breaks it up. Again, Ava Rain, like you said, so far, pretty good presentation in that early sparring session there. As we got Tyler Bate now in the ring with the former James Drake. Yes, I'm going to use old names. That's like a question mark kick right there of a
And
different
Duke
sort.
Hudson still itching to get in. He hasn't really had any impact in this match yet.
And you gotta wonder how Duke Hudson is feeling right now. Again, we remember Duke Hudson in a previous life. He was nothing more but a gambling man. He was a guy that lost to Karen Grimes and even lost his hair in the process. Oh my! And Tyler Bate hung across the top rope, courtesy of the Grizzly Young Veterans.
You know, if they wanted to run with his gambling gimmick, he probably would have been pretty good alongside Happy Corbin if he had gotten the call up around that time.
To be fair, Happy Corbin probably actually would have hit some dividends and actually would have prospered versus what actually happened to him recently. That's a fair take. Maybe
no
that'll happen after
disrespect
WrestleMania.
to Riddick Moss, Madcap Moss, but I mean, you know,
Yeah. Well,
roll with the shtick.
You know, hey, shout out to Walter Cruz. Support No DQ. And right now, Zach Gibson looking to snap suplex Tyler Bate. Oh, big strong boy with the counter power. Look at this show of strength. Lifting Zach Gibson up, taking him over with the delayed vertical suplex.
Colin with the comment, nice NXT UK throwback here with Bate and Gibson.
Zach Gibson, of course, the winner of an NXT UK tournament. Whoop, Joe Gacy now in, though. Trying to capitalize. Mr. Big Boot. Tag made to Andre Chase. Again, though, you looked at Duke Hudson, like you said. He has barely been involved at all in this match.
Yeah.
Turn around with the body
I'm starting to think that Andre Chase really doesn't trust Duke's motives right here, right now.
Well, the thing about, nice cross body. The tag to Tyler Bate again. Well, the thing about, Duke Hudson is there.
And look, Duke's like, my hand is right here, bro.
Whoa!
Why don't you tag me?
Tandem offense with a rebound, clothesline cover, two. Again, broken up by Schism. And the thing
Duke
about
Hudson,
Duke Hudson,
the
though,
official member of Chase U, and Tyler Bate just kind of like the honorary graduate, if you will.
I thought he was the guidance counselor or, the mental health advisor or something like that. But I kind of understand where you're coming from. And the thing about Duke Hudson, let's keep this in mind, JJ. Duke Hudson was the one that got Chase University their first tag team championship opportunity. And again, somehow Duke Hudson and Andre Chase found themselves going after the gold at Vengeance Day. Yes, they fell short twice, but it was Duke Hudson that literally encouraged those opportunities.
Boom! Nice double clothesline by Duke, finally to the Grizzled Young Veterans.
The jab, and the jab, and the jab. A little bit of flip, flop, and fly, if you will. Shades
of the
elbow.
American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Duke Hudson rolling right now, forcing himself into the match. Sometimes the teacher has to let the student, oh boy. Oh!
Ooh, nice. And that is why I call her a Spitfire. She came out of nowhere.
Oh, good grief. If James was here, I know what he would say. Get fight! What the hell doing out?
That was the bitch here. You ain't touch my man slap.
Oh, no. Caught off the intended moves. DDT takeover.
Holy shit.
Chase you on a roll right now. Duke Hudson still legal man. Whoa, what a boot by Joe Casey.
Pump kick.
Good grief. The Tyler Bate, they'll stop that shot. Bop and bang! Big left jab right there, and the double underhook might be looking for Tyler Driver. Oh, back behind drop. Tyler Bate lands on his feet, though, looking for the rebound suplex. And now Joe Gacy up, side, down, dunk underneath. Tyler Bate dodges. Oh, no!
Oh, and there we go with the miscommunication. Duke Hudson with the big boot to the big strong boy.
And right now, Joe Gacy going to take advantage once again. Up, side, down. No, God, not like this. The cover. 1, 2. Oh, my God. Andre Chase broke it up.
Oh, just in the nick of time, man.
Again, the magnitude of this match. Again, JJ, you might become, unfortunately, another cult member of Schism at this point. Via Hell, Never still fighting on the outside. Legal right now, I believe it's James Jacobs. Gibson. Boom! The Dyad with the backstabber powerbomb combination. Tyler Bate down out. Andre Chase down and out. Ava Rain at the mercy of Schism right now.
Yeah,
up on the shoulders of Rain. Oh, just dropped down.
All members of Chase University down. Thea Hale, the only one standing.
Oh, wait, no, there's Duke Hudson.
And here comes Duke.
What? Duke, this is your moment. Make your choice. Do you stand by University or do you believe in inclusivity? What's going to happen? What the hell? We know how manipulative Joe Gacy can be, how influential he could be. Joe Gacy speaking stuff into Duke Hudson right now.
Whispering sweet nothings into his ear.
No, you can't. You can't be serious. Duke, think about the choice you're making here.
Is Duke Hudson going to take a seat under the Schisms tree? He's taken off the Chase U shirt and headband.
I think another root just came out from underneath the ground. In front of us all, Duke Hudson. Is he joining Schism?
He's putting the shirt on.
This is unbelievable. The betrayal. Chase University.
I don't buy it, though.
Just lost their star pupil. Duke Hudson has made his choice, it seems. 5 roots, 1 tree. Yeah, audience with the "you sold out" chants. Andre Chase, Tyler Bate, Thea Hill standing their ground. Oh, wait a minute. Duke Hudson, though, standing behind.
I don't buy it. He's fallen behind them like he's
And he's ripping the shirt off, JJ!
Ripping it Hulkamania style.
And we got an 8-way brawl in the middle of the ring. Duke Hudson stands for Chase University. This may be their last stand, but they'll go down a blaze of glory. Uh-oh. Bop, bam, bang, 4-way. Lead it, JJ.
C-H-A-S-E-U.
What's that spell?
What's that spell? Chase U.
I can't believe I fucking said that. Chase U tag man.
It's Tyler Bate with the hot tag to Duke.
Whoa, my word. Via hand, Tyler Bate flies. And back in the ring. The flatliner, the count of 1, 2, Chase University victorious!
Yes! I don't even care that I lost that match, Noah. Chase U stands strong and lives to fight for another day.
I am Noah Foster, and I officially declare myself enrolled in Chase University. Thea Hill, Tyler Bate, Duke Hudson, and Andre Chase win. Inclusivity be damned. Chase University is around still to stay. That is a teachable moment, to say the least.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Whew.
Holy hell, what a way to start things off. And now we get a look of Pretty Deadly, who are going to be our hosts for the evening.
These freaking yahoos. Yes, boy. Former NXT and NXT UK Tag Team Champions, respectfully. I gotta say, though, also, Ava Raine, very nice preserved presentation and debut. Yeah. And by the way, to most of the team that picked Schism, ha! I told you!
I don't even care, though, bro. Like I said, we've been talking for the better part of a year. How do you bet against Roman Reigns in this reign that he's on? How do you bet against the Usos? How do you bet against the daughter of the most electrifying man in all of entertainment when she's making her in-ring debut? It was such a hard thing to do. I'm so glad Chase U won. I really am. I don't even care that I lost that match.
Well, again.
And Colin, I agree. Her punches on the ground were kind of weak, but that's just something that's going to improve in time, man. I mean, this was her first match, and I would say all in all, she got a solid B- for her debut.
Yeah, I mean, she definitely was able to present her character well, had some good offense, good power showcase there, especially with that whiplash of Thea Hill, as we saw earlier. She did what she needed to do in a team situation, and she wasn't overexposed or overpresented. And that's what you need to do if you're going to build a superstar.
They accentuated her strengths and hid her weaknesses.
Exactly. And again, it's not like she's going to become an overnight sensation. Nobody does. Billy Starks right now is a freaking by the way, it's a full suit, by the way, Colin. No pajamas. By the way, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I look at the independent wrestling scene. 18 years old, Billy Starks has one of the most intense, highly booked independent schedules right now on the wrestling scene, and she's been fighting across freaking Impact, MLW, and also the Ring of Honor. Uh-oh. Well, speaking of intense individuals, we got a package here for one G.D. Dolan, who has been through hell and back. The Black Rose, per se, of Toxic Attraction, who put the final nail in the coffin against her former running mate, JC Jane, and now is out to prove a point. The past behind her and only the future remains in sight and should be bright. Will G.D. Dolan rise and climb for the ranks to become our new NXT Women's Champion? That remains to be seen. And of course, JJ, she's not the only one involved in that six-way dance, as we got Zoe Stark, Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria, and Indy Hartwell looking for their first chance to call themselves NXT Women's Champion. But the Prodigy will not let the title go that easy.
No, not at all. She's going to have to fight with every ounce of her being to keep control of that championship.
Hey, Denise Salcedo.
She has been one busy woman this week. I've been following her on Twitter and Instagram. I can't even count how many shows she's been a part of over the course of this weekend, just the last couple days.
The hardest working woman in the wrestling journalistic industry. There, I said it. Respect. Also, LJ, you were cool. But Denise Salcedo, man, she's been up and down and everywhere. God bless her. I can't imagine doing that. And I don't even have a degree in journalism.
Right?
Oh boy! Again,
but I do have a degree from Chase University.
Maybe I'll submit my application after what I saw tonight. Congratulations to Chase U. I'm very happy they won. Not just because I was writing predictions, but because I can't imagine Chase University becoming inclusive. But that's a whole story for another day. Okay. So as we talk about, again, this NXT Women's Championship ladder match, you think about the experience and the youth involved here. Zoe Stark, 29 years of age. Lyra Valkyria, 26 years of age. G.D. Dolan, 25 years of age. Indy Hartwell, 26 years of age. And then you have Roxanne, like you called her, a baby, 21 years of age. And the average level of experience across all the field is literally 7 years. But Roxanne was not going to wait for, okay, we're going to crown a champion here and then maybe pull off WrestleMania 10. No, I'm going to overcome what challenges me the most, and that is my own crippling anxiety, because I don't know if the future is sure for me. Will there be more Stand Delivers? Will there be WrestleManias? You said it yourself, JJ. When it came to Shawn Michaels, he was unsure of himself, and he passed out that one match with Owen Hart, and he wasn't sure what his future was going to go from there. And, of course, we know he ascended to become Mr. WrestleMania. What the hell is this?
Zoe Stark, looks like we're starting with that women's ladder match, sir.
Oh, boy. Well, happy to... man, they're making sure they give everything else in this main card a lot of time.
Well, I mean, you figure the main card begins in 1 minute, so we can get a couple of the talents in the ring, you know.
That's true. So, yeah, whoever said that the ladder match is going to open the show, you're right. And again, Zoe Stark is our first entrant making her way to the ring. And the thing about Zoe Stark, she was encouraged by events she's seen in that very building, JJ. We're talking about WrestleManias. We're talking about SummerSlams. It was those type of events that encouraged her to become a WWE superstar. And I would say she's been nothing short but impressive. But speaking of impressive, I say it all the time, the longest tenured competitor of the NXT women's division, Indy Hartwell, she doesn't fight for a partner. She doesn't fight for a team. She is fighting for herself tonight to grasp the ultimate opportunity.
And it would be quite the Cinderella story if she could make it, Noah.
Exactly.
But the $1 million question on everyone's mind is, with Johnny Gargano in the building for his own match against Grayson Waller, could we see Indy Hartwell moving up to the main roster here either later on this evening or come Raw after Mania?
Well, you want to talk about something that could be rising. How about this Black Rose, now pure and light in form to a degree, it seems. Gigi Dolan looking to stand deliver after beating Kiana James to qualify for this match and sending Jesse James to the injury reserve. As folks, NXT Stand Deliver is about to officially start right now.
Purple is my favorite color, Noah, just saying.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's a reason you were silent for that, more than one reason, JJ. As I got the then and the now and the forever, as me, JJ, the entire JMN Network, Multiverse of Media, stand here and sit here together to celebrate and discuss and engage in NXT Stand and Deliver. From the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, rich in great history, whether it was mega superstars on the marquee or the filler cast in between. You never know who can make it in Tinseltown and put their name on the Hall of Fame, whether it was a walk or whether it was a marquee. Who will be up in the lights tonight where the lights are at their most bright? Everybody plans to stand and deliver as these two yahoos welcome us in. So right now they run for the card. As Raymond says, this is my NXT. And JJ, again, this is your NXT. And everybody, I hope you enjoy the conversation and the activities. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Support my friends. He's monetized. If you want to be further engaged, super chats, as simple as that. Otherwise, we will be keeping you focused with the ring by ring action. As right now, they play the video package. We talked about during the pre-show, JJ. Wesley put it all on the line for himself. The prodigy, Roxanne Perez, she is not out to beat 5 other competitors, but also her crippling anxiety. We saw how Chase U made sure they avoided becoming a realm of inclusivity. We will see if Grayson Waller creates a viral moment once again at the expense of Johnny Wrestling. Will the Gallus boys remain on top, or will the Creed brothers take back what was rightfully theirs at one point, or will the family finally add some gold to their regime? And last but not least, he calls himself him. Mellow don't miss. Will Braun Breaker be broken in the final act of Stand and Deliver? And then you have this love story where you wonder if you're going to see Sebastian. Oh, boy. You just taking it in, JJ. You just taking it in.
I am. I'm watching everything intently, man, because I know I've missed this past week's NXT with all the other shenanigans. Yeah, with everything we had going on, bro. I've had so much stuff going on this week that I missed the go home show. I made sure I caught Raw. I still have to watch SmackDown from last night, good sir. There's no way I'm going to get that in before WrestleMania. It just is what it is.
Simple as that.
You always say priorities over passions. And this week there's been a lot of stuff going on in my world. I'm just happy to be here, sitting here alongside you to call the action today, tonight, tomorrow, and possibly even Monday, good sir. It is Wrestle fucking Mania weekend. Let's go.
And it all starts with your brand looking to stand and deliver. So without further ado, WWE and the JMN Multiverse of Media live watchman schedule presents to you NXT Stand and Deliver. Welcome everybody to this live watch along event as we take you through the festivities tonight, emanating from Los Angeles, California. This coming to us from the Staples Center. I am the Simple Man, and my name is Noah Foster. With me as always, he is this NXT. He is the Renegade, JJ Williams. And right now in our opening contest, JJ, we will see once again if promise will be delivered by the Prodigy. Are you ready to go tonight?
Ready as I'm going to be, good sir. Looks like we got Tiffany Stratton coming out here now.
Oh, good Lord Almighty.
My choice to win this, unfortunately, it pained every ounce of my body to choose her. But I just feel like there's so much exterior-wise going on in this match. You know, we were talking about it a little bit when you first entered the room here this evening, And it's part of why we started the stream early. I feel like Cora Jade is going to get involved, possibly costing Roxy the match. I feel like JC Jane could pull a run in, costing Gigi Dolan the match. I feel like Zoe Stark is on her way to the main roster, so it makes 0 sense to give her the strap here tonight. Again, with Johnny Gargano in the building, I feel like Indy Hartwell could be going up and reforming the Way with Dexter Loomis and Candice LeRae. That only leaves Lyra Valkyria and Tiffany Stratton.
And as you speak about the Valkyrie looking to claim not a feather, but a truly glorious prize tonight, Lyra Valkyria makes her way into the arena at Stand and Deliver.
You know, Raymond, Tiffany Stratton is better than you would give her credit for by looks, but she's very much the traditional WWE diva cookie cutter mold. You know, blonde hair, blue eyes, huge boobs, good body, easy to market. She is the standard when it comes to your WWE diva presentation, but we've moved far beyond divas. We've had a women's evolution since the age of divas. As you look at all these women in the ring and how none of them really mold to the cookie cutter WWE female mentality of what you would expect from your Sables, your Trishes, your, all those women that came before. And then here comes the prodigy, the reigning and defending champion who, yes,
exactly,
as Cape Rayer pointed out, trained by Booker T on commentary.
Reality of Wrestling. That's right. She's from the Reality of Wrestling Academy. She was one of the longest reigning champions. And since the prodigy has constantly risen to promise, even before WWE, Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, longtime Texas Women's Champion. She is the breakout tournament winner. She is a former NXT Women's Tag Team Champion. She is the first ever Iron Survivor Challenge winner. And she is our current NXT Women's Champion, surviving not only Gigi Dolan and Jessie J at Vengeance Day, but a war with the final boss. And tonight she is out to stand and deliver and not only overcome 5 other competitors, but her own crippling anxiety to lead the way for future generations of bright, young, spontaneous up-and-comers of women professional wrestling. As the bell rings, we're underway, and immediately 2 women go to the outside. I imagine trying to grab a ladder, and we see hostilities being renewed between Zoe Stark and Gigi Dolan. Oh, and a ladder war with Lyra and Indy Hartwell.
You mentioned how she survived a battle with Maiko Satomura. She barely survived that.
Right?
As it was after that match that she collapsed and had to get rushed to the hospital.
Ooh.
And Matthew makes a valid point. Tiffany is the better version of Carmella and Charlotte in one package.
That's a fair take considering how young Tiffany Stratton is still very unknown. Let's keep this in mind. Tiffany Stratton came back earlier this year and made her New Year's resolution way beyond the first day of the year that she is back and wants to become the NXT Women's Champion. Right now, Zoe Stark set for a ride in the Tiffany.
Right round, baby. Right round like a record, baby.
Right round, right. Not copyright.
Matt, how are you doing today, man? We are doing well. Tell everybody like you always do, good sir. Like, subscribe, share this video. Get it out to the masses.
The Lufest press right now and a kip up by Roxanne. Roxanne is fired up. This is her stage to deliver. Damn it. Zoe Stark sent to the outside over the top, and Roxanne looking to pick
almost
up
landed on Indy Hartwell's head there.
Yeah, Zoe Stark getting out of the way. Indy taking that tope. But again, it's not about creating a moment. It's about claiming the prize. And the only way to do that is to climb the ladder. And we've seen ladder matches shorten and end careers. Ooh, and with the amount of experience that some of these individuals have with these devices, I gotta consider that a lot that they may be a little bit at risk. And right now, Gigi taking
brutal forearm shots and chops from Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, and Zoe Stark.
Big boot took down Zoe there. What a roundhouse by Tiffany Stratton.
Former Priscilla Kelly, as you've educated me on.
That's right. I mean, when you want to hang out with the likes of Darby Allin, I feel, again, Gigi Dolan's one of those that could thrive in this extreme environment because she's legit crazy.
For real.
Zoe Stark right now and Tiffany Stratton picking up phase. Oh, nice baseball slide into the ladder into Gigi. Zoe Stark, of course, has been involved for quite a period of time, though, in this NXT. And a former NXT Women's Tag Champion in her own right with Io Sky, who, of course, will be involved at WrestleMania. Nice takeover Tijeras, but look at the agility by Zoe Stark.
Absolutely.
Kick caught.
Yeah.
God.
Taking us out of the action for just a second, Colin pointed out the cake on Ava Rain earlier. I gotta say, probably the best cake on the show right now is Gigi Dolan.
I mean, cake versus pie, you decide. But I digress. Talk about that later.
Buy the T-shirt. We all know I did. And
I
here
don't mark it
comes
myself.
Indy Hartwell with her own ladder.
Oh, that was very smart. She not only lifted the ladder, but realized they were behind. Whoa, Lyra with the drop kick for the ropes.
Indy spent too long admiring her handiwork, got caught by Lyra Valkyria in that drop kick.
And here I thought I was about to say that was impressive, and Lyra just snuffed that out. NXT chants raining out loud and proud. Lyra Valkyria, some would say, is an uncrowned champion. And might I add, by the way, currently Lyra right now is undefeated in your NXT.
That's a fair point.
You got to struggle right now with Roxanne and Lyra. Oh, the strength, though. And Roxanne pinned up in the corner of the ladder. Uh-oh. And Lyra, look at this. Boom! The boot to the side of the head as the Prodigy is trapped right now.
And here comes Gigi.
Up kick. Gigi getting rocked by Lyra Valkyria. The striking prowess of Valkyria. The former Lyra Valkyria, for those that don't know. And a snap suplex on the ladder to Gigi. And the suplex also caused that ladder to go right up into Roxanne Perez's.
Yeah, I was going to say, who took the worst of that? Because while Gigi got flat-backed on that ladder, and let me speak from experience here, that is not fun. The base of that ladder went right up into the midsection of Roxanne Perez there. Now, you figure her last match, she collapsed as it is.
Exactly.
Definitely taking the energy and the breath out of the midsection of the champ.
Yeah, but I'm about to say, and also I think Lyra caught a bit of that ladder as well. It's where you put your own body on the line here. Uh-oh. And Tiffany got Lyra. Oh, what a blockbuster catapult combination by Zoe and Tiffany. Indy eats the ladder face first, but I think Zoe got the worst of that spot, sending her body off the apron. And now Lyra with a chance to ascend and claim the prize. She's going up there. She's climbing. And Zoe Stark, though, aware of the situation. Zoe Stark, Roxanne Perez, Indy Hartwell, previous participants in this year's Women's Royal Rumble, might I add.
Absolutely. Just going to prove what the main roster thinks of her. She's been touring the house show circuit, doing stuff for the main event and dark matches. That's why I say Zoe Stark could be getting the call up here right after this weekend.
Look at the Atlanta.
Colin, you be safe there with the storms going on. We will definitely enjoy the show, my brother. We look forward to you checking in as you can once the storm subsides some.
Yeah, be safe, brother, as always. And, oh, man.
Oh, Tiffany Jesus.
Good Lord. Springboard drop kick. Lyra set off into Tiffany. Make the ladder face first, courtesy of a pulled arm in by, of course, Lyra. Indy Hartwell, Zoe Stark, no love lost. Zoe Stark literally mocking Indy Hartwell after Indy almost didn't have a chance to be a part of this match. Again, it was a last chance triple threat against Soruka and Ivy Nile that allowed Indy Hartwell to become the last known participant to finally become a part of this field. And she has never been NXT Women's Champion. And now Tiffany and Indy meeting up eye to eye. Well, Roxanne
only ever held the tag titles with Candice, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. And she did it her way.
I've done my homework on your black and gold NXT.
Good on you. I'm proud of you. And Tiffany and Roxanne, Indy Hartwell. Tipper! Oh!
See, and that's just part of what would make this even more of a Cinderella story here. Under the bright lights of Hollywood, just a few miles away from Disneyland, the last chance participant claiming the gold in this match.
And Indy Hartwell is looking up at what could be her destiny. Is she
Eyes
in
on
disbelief?
the
Is it her
prize.
time? Oh, Gigi says no. Gigi denies. For now, anyway. Again, it's going to come down. Oh, my. That could break that brace in that ladder. It's going to come down to who takes advantage of the moment the most. When the rest of the field is down and out. And you only have yourself and the ladder in the ring. And Gigi Dolan right now with a huge opportunity. What is she doing here? Setting up a ladder in the other corner, opposite from the other one.
You know, who will be the ultimate opportunist here?
I do hope Gigi Dolan is not trying to pull a Jeff Hardy as she's going helicopter with a ladder around her head, nearly losing her balance, taking Tiffany out.
Helicopter spins with the ladder, just waylaying everybody that even tries to get in the ring.
Why do people not duck? And Roxanne, her high plane.
There you go. Roxanne did duck, but she caught it in the back on the return trip.
Well, again, Gigi Dolan being aware of herself and her 360 vision coming into effect, apparently. Again, Gigi Dolan. Oh!
Lyra
Back.
Valkyria up and over, flat backed on that ladder in the corner.
As you said, still probably sucks. And right now,
There's no probably about it, Noah. It does.
Yeah, about to say, but I mean, like, what's the softest impact? Your whole body just flat, right? Right now, in the Tree of Woe. Ooh, big kick by Zoe Stark. And Zoe Stark, of course, coming back from a knee injury. Oh, Lord in and flies herself into Lyra up against the ladder. Very smart maneuver there by Gigi Dolan.
These women are putting it all on the line today.
And no kidding. Good grief.
They are impressing the shit out of me. For the ones that I didn't care for, they're really starting to change my mind, like one Zoe Stark, like one Lyra Valkyria. The ones that I did enjoy already are just reaffirming why I love them so much.
Audience, with this is awesome chance echoes your sentiments as Zoe Stark just saw gravity play against her and throw her into Lyra Valkyria into that ladder. And oh my gosh, the size of that thing.
The first main match of the weekend,
That's
considering the Schism match was pre-show, and we're already with the "This is awesome" chant. Things can only get better and brighter from here under the bright lights of Hollywood.
Well, right now, Gigi Dolan has a very bright opportunity ahead of her with the biggest ladder set up in the ring and the title looming above her as she makes the ascent. Oh, wait a minute. Tiffany, caught her. I don't know what she was going for here. Fireman's carry possibly up on the shoulders. There's a ladder. Steamroller! Good grief!
Jesus. And here comes Roxy.
And Roxanne now hooking the arm. Oh, no. Roxanne, watch your head. Looking for
side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, Russian leg sweep.
Nope.
Yes.
Counter.
Counter. Thank goodness. I don't think Roxanne was in the moment there, realized that if she did that, she would put her whole body into the ladder. Ooh, and almost got face first. And Roxanne now rushing her way up the ladder. Tiffany following suit. Roxanne looking to climb the prize. She got her hand on her. Oh, Tiffany meets her at the top, though. Oh, and both women with a haymaker bring each other down. And the ladder's still up perfectly in the middle of the ring.
You've got to be careful when you're on those ladders, especially those supersized ones like the ones that are in the ring there. You fall down the wrong way, you can jam your leg, you can break your leg, you can twist your ankle, all kinds of horrific injuries that could be sustained landing and falling off of one of those things.
God!
I have been blessed in my lifetime.
Yeah, and so is your back, but not Tiffany Stratton's spine as she was spine busted on a damn ladder by Indy Hartwell.
Your buddy Dwayne says if Roxanne doesn't win, Indy is his second pick because she deserves it.
I've been saying it for the longest time. Longest tenured competitor of the NXT Women's Division, making the ascent. Here comes Zoe Stark, though. Oh, and how
another super kick.
With considering their bad blood. Again, take advantage, create a moment, seize the opportunity. Oh, man. Ladder and another ladder. Zoe Stark. Oh, wait. Indy Hartwell back.
Running the top of the ladder right into Indy's midsection there. Easy way to break a rib.
Yeah, not the win.
Have her join Mickie James there on the sidelines with a broken rib.
You talk about a broken leg as well. Hello, Dante Martin. Hope you're okay. And right now, caught with a kick. And Indy Hartwell sitting on a ladder. Zoe Stark, though, from the outside in. Oh, man. I figure her elbow caught the ladder off that attempted inside-out senton. Good grief. I'm not sure if that was a wise move or effective. Oh, this might be. Revolution knee. Bang. Good night, Indy. That might be it. And this might be Zoe Stark's time to climb the ladder and claim the prize.
Possibly, but look at the way that other ladder is set up, Noah. I'm anticipating someone's going to run across that to get up to the other side.
As you say that Roxanne, good call there, JJ. It's Roxanne, Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark literally just fingertips away. Roxanne trying to pull Zoe Stark with all of her might. She isn't even
standing on the ladder. She is just wailing her body, trying to get that extra momentum to pull Zoe off.
And finally did, as both women are down. Zoe Stark avoids the ladder. Back a little stride to Roxanne. Again, Roxanne, though, she is pugnacious. She is a fighter. Oh, wait, Revolution knee. Caught it. Prevented the attack. Spinning Silva. And the Pop Rocks. Code red to Zoe Stark by Roxanne.
And here comes Tiffany.
And wait, nope, Roxanne.
Another Pop Rocks.
Nope. Countered. Bob boot. Bent her over.
Tiffany was scouting it.
Uh-oh. Up and over. Roxanne, dangerous position. Whoa, my. And both women go to the outside, but Roxanne holds on.
Tiffany
to the
looked like she was setting up for a jackknife power bomb, but Roxy was able to reverse it into a Hurricane Rana over the top rope there.
And Roxanne with a perfect opportunity. Ellis climbing the ladder. She's there. Just has to grab the towel, take it off. Gigi. So close there, but Gigi Dolan, last possible second with the save. And meanwhile, oh my! Pendulum swinging her in between the ladder. Jeez, peace. Talk about crumpling a mentality in a whole different way. And what now? Oh! Crucifix bomb of sorts by Gigi Dolan. And right now, Gigi's the only one left standing in the ring, JJ. You did talk about earlier. Oh, wait, there's Lyria. Man, every time a single competitor has a chance to try and make the ascent, there has not been enough time to keep the others down long enough. Now we got Lyra and Gigi duking it out. And like I said, Lyra has yet to eat a defeat in NXT. This is about pinfall or submission. This is about climbing the ladder and seizing the NXT Women's Championship. And what the Lyra fall like here? Oh, man, drop kick off the apron as Zoe Stark through Indy Hartwell. Both women crash through a ladder.
Yeah, Indy took the worst of that, though, landing right on the ladder. And here comes Lyra Valkyria.
There.
Fingers on the belt, but there's Gigi Dolan to grab her boot.
Again, oh no. And
look, she is tied up in the tree of woe there inside the ladder. She has got nowhere to go. Gigi coming up to the other side with that strategically positioned ladder.
Yep. Gigi's got it. I think right here. Lyra right now is not. Whoa, look at this aerobic. Oh, boy. And right now, Valkyria and Gigi at the top of the ladder fighting out for the prize. Something's got to give. Oh, big headbutt by Gigi. And Lyra. Oh, man. Set down the hard way. What a
You're right there, Gigi. Climb the ladder.
It's right there in front of you. She's a little bit away from her fingertips. Oh, wait. Jessie Jane! Oh!
I knew it. I called it.
What a haymaker shot. Gigi falls off the ladder and lands on a ladder bridge. Gigi down and out. Jessie Jane is here tonight at Stand Deliver. She's not even a legal competitor.
And then blows her a kiss when she knocks her down.
What
Shot fired.
Wait. Jessie? Oh, yeah, that's right. You did, like you said, damage done tonight. Gigi Dolan denied. The last nail in Toxic Attraction apparently still has breathing life, courtesy of one Jessie Jane. It wasn't a boot, it was a right fist. Gigi Dolan once again denied by her toxic teammate of the past.
And the crowd telling JC just how they feel about her interference. You suck chance reigning out in Los Angeles, California.
Tiffany Stratton now with a golden opportunity. The center of the NXT
But here comes Indy Hartwell.
Wait a minute, Indy. Temper! Oh, man!
Oh, Jesus. That could have been nasty.
Good God. Went on the floor and lands on Lyra, Roxanne, and Zoe Stark. 4 women down. Gigi Dolan down. Indy Hartwell can't believe it. Indy Hartwell, the only one left in the ring right now with the ladder.
I have a feeling this quote is going to be repeated multiple times tonight, Noah. But Indy, you have got one shot, one opportunity to seize everything you've ever wanted in one moment.
There's nobody else there.
Can she capture it, Noah?
Oh. But again, those ribs, like you said earlier, she might have a bad rib. She's literally gasping for air. You see her mouth wide open, JJ, and that makes it extremely hard to climb as well. She's trying, though. She's slowly making her ascent.
Pulling herself up.
No.
She can't do it.
Loomis! What?
Her on-screen husband, Index together.
Index is back! And a thumbs up by Dexter Loomis. He's giving her an assist! Are you kidding me?
The crowd cheering their approval, Noah.
No way!
Indy Hartwell is your new NXT Women's Champion.
Indy Hartwell is the new NXT Women's Champion. What a Cinderella story! That's not impressive. That's incredible.
Give the assist to her television husband, Dexter Loomis. Index together again. She is shocked. She can't believe it, but she is happy as can be.
Indy Hartwell put it all on the line tonight in what could have been her very last chance to stand and deliver. And in the end, not only did she reunite with her love, she won the NXT Women's Championship.
We
But
take a
again,
look at the
Gigi
replay
Dolan
of JC
was
Jane
screwed.
coming back in.
Yeah, again, Gigi Dolan was screwed, though. And after Indy Hartwell took Tiffany Stratton down from the heavens onto the rest of the field on the outside, that was all she wrote, JJ. And even though she couldn't do it on her own, necessarily physically, she had the emotional and mental support and the NXT universe behind her to finally seize her destiny. Indy Hartwell, ladies and gentlemen, is your new NXT Women's Champion. What a moment. And Index reunites for this very moment. Take it in, Indy Hartwell. That was more than impressive. You earned it. Wow. I did not see that coming. And again,
And
like
that's
you said,
the quote right there, Noah. You could see how happy Roxy was for her on the outside of the ring.
She absolutely deserves it too, because again, Indy Hartwell and Roxanne Perez, you can kind of understand where both are coming from. You wonder if you ever are going to have this chance, if you can rise to the occasion. I say it all the time. The prodigy rises to promise. Indy Hartwell proved she is impressive tonight at Stand and Deliver. I couldn't be happier for her. Congratulations, Indy Hartwell.
You know, I'm right there with you. I've been kind of come and go with Indy, you know, because I don't feel like she's been used to her potential in my NXT. But hearing you and Jeff and James talking about her trials and her tribulations and her time in the company, man, I'm super happy for her.
Oh man. If it wasn't gonna be Roxanne, Indy Hartwell was definitely the one I was going to go with. She deserves it. She absolutely earned it. Congratulations, Indy Hartwell.
And I think it's time we address the elephant in the chat room here. Daniel, Matthew, both saying, so is Roxanne getting called up? I wouldn't put it past them. There's a reason they call her the prodigy.
I say it all the time. The prodigy rises to promise. She has done every accolade you can do in this NXT, literally in less than, might I add, the span of a year. And she was in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, I think it's safe to say Roxanne Perez is already a superstar. She just needs a bigger stage to show it. Yeah, I think she's going up.
Okay, this is my storyline. I want to know what you think.
Go for it.
Bianca Belair tomorrow.
Yes.
Does what everybody suspects but hopes she doesn't do. She retains against Asuka Kana. Hits that 1 year mark because tomorrow will be 1 year to the day that she won the title. Raw after Mania, Roxanne challenges and beats her.
I definitely can see that because it was Paige who came up the Raw after Mania to pin AJ Lee and become the new Divas champion. I would absolutely love to see something like that unfold. I agree with you 110%. Now I'm concerned for my pick at WrestleMania, but if that is the aftermath, I will not be disappointed. And I'm also not going to be disappointed in this main event tonight. You see him riding in the building, and then you see the champion.
Wow. Look at how sharp Braun looks.
Braun Breaker knows how to pull off a suit, man. But also, can Braun Breaker stand and deliver and prove why he deserves to be called NXT champion? But before then, let's go ahead and see where the tag team titles will coexist, as it's time for our triple threat tag team title match as the Creepers make their way in with Ivy Nile.
And the $1 million question here, Noah, is will your Gallus boys remain on top or will we have a new tag team champion for
I
the
do not look.
NXT brand?
Look, I'm just a simple man, but I'm also an unbiased commentator. All I'm going to say is this: the rightful team will win. But you already saw the Creed brothers. There's no rest for these two guys. You're on the damn beach. You're not freaking sunbathing, tanning, or surfing. No, you're just Olympics lifting your freaking brother and teammate. Daniel Cormier, the UFC Hall of Famer and a commentator for UFC. I bet you he has huge respect for the Creed brothers.
Oh, no question. I'm sure that's why they decided to show him as they're making their entrance. Like, Ivy Nile at ringside.
Can you imagine if Daniel Cormier takes up the Roderick Strong position and freaking guides Diamond Mine for the future?
That would be awesome. And here comes the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo.
I mean, they made an offer that Gallus couldn't refuse at the bar, and now the first time ever, the Tony D'Angelo family, Shannon Stax Lorenzo and Tony D'Angelo, have a chance for the NXT Tag Team Championships. What's interesting about this duo here, this is the first time I believe that this particular duo of the D'Angelo family have had a chance to go after the Tag Team Championships since burying their own form of justice against Dijak. And we saw what Stax is willing to do for the Don. So this truly is a family dynamic, JJ.
Why does Stax look like he went shopping at a Logan Paul yard sale?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, that looks like one of Logan's old outfits.
You're not wrong. I'm not going to lie. But
Matthew points out he doesn't want Bianca retain. Asuka deserves that Mania moment. I agree with you to a certain extent, but you've got to keep in mind, whether we want to admit it or not, Bianca Belair is being positioned to be the John Cena of the women's division. And I'm going to shut up because I know Noah wants to introduce these gentlemen.
I don't need to say anything. The boys at the bar, they're just talking about the show why the Gallus boys are on top. As the NXT white and gold becomes a Gallus green. The Kingdom! Gallus boys on top! Wolfgang and Mark Coffey have entered in the building.
Dwayne, we have not heard any updates on Dante Martin as of yet. We're hoping over the course of the day we can find something out, and we will address it on open mic night this evening if we do.
And, of course, the champions that had to be factored once again in the decision. And in this time, the titles can only change hands via pinfall submission inside the ring. The Gallus boys, the Gallus firm, former NXT UK Tag Team Champions for 510 days. Since outlasting the New Day, Chase U, and Pretty Deadly at Vengeance Day, they are your current NXT Tag Team Champions right now at 56 days. And the funny thing is, originally I thought it was just going to be Creed Brothers and Gallus, because the Creed Brothers have not messed with the Gallus boys on top since that failed four-way at Worlds Collide, where the Creed Brothers lost their NXT Tag Team Championships. And they were the previous NXT Tag Team Champions for 92 days before Pretty Deadly ruined that nonsense. So again, it could be any team's night tonight at Stand and Deliver. Our NXT Tag Team Championship Triple Threat is underway. Bell rings, and it looks like we're starting things off with the Dawn. And I believe that is Julius Creed. Oh, wait. Is it going to be all three men at once? I like that. All three teams at one time. Oh, good grief. Nice drop kick there. And we're starting off fast and furious right now. Tad the Wolfgang, the more hot-headed guy that owns a pub that's always up for a fight. I think he and Fit Finley could be great friends. Cohesion, quick tags in and out on all sides here. And now we got Brutus, which, again, the name is fitting. Tagged immediately by his brother, Julius. Great awareness. Stax now in. The action fast and furious, trying to keep up with it. Oh! Nice takedown cover. Immediately broken up by Mark Coffey.
Hot on the heels of Tim White's induction last night, I wonder if they do all their pre-tapes in the bar at the Friendly Tap.
I don't know. I mean, what's the problem? They got stock in there. A small package, too! Ooh. Trying to adjust his weight for the inside cradle maneuver there. Oh, look at the power of Julius Creed.
Such a beast.
Oh, God. Tony D'Angelo, though, with his own lariat follow-up. And Tony D'Angelo, I will admit, has quite impressed me lately on NXT, especially with this rivalry he's had with Dijak. Boom, man, overhead suplex. And the dropkick combination.
You think about a year or so ago when I started following this brand and how despised and hated the D'Angelo family was and their feud with Legado del Fantasma. and how they've kind of turned the page ever since
Whoa.
defeating them and sending them out of NXT. And now they're really kind of revered and loved by the fans. It's a great story to be told here, and I think it's the family's time to move on and do some big things.
How about that friggin' X-Plex corkscrew release suplex on friggin' Julius Creed, and then the tag team cohesion with the net breaker. What the hell? Whoa! Stereo moonsaults off the apron by the Creed brothers. I mean,
Not a bad take, Matthew. Not a bad take at all.
Creed brothers coming to do. Did I not say that? Did I not friggin' say that? Seriously,
We've all discussed it, and the possibility of throwing Bronathan in there too.
I mean, Braun Breaker's seriously, he'd be the freaking guy that would lead the dogs. I mean, we saw Braun Breaker and the Creed brothers in trios actually recently against Indashia. And meanwhile, oh boy, what the hell? Oh! Driving the knees into the floor. Good grief, the Creed brothers, perfect cohesion right now as the Don's the only one left in the ring. Daniel Cormier.
Arguably, the Creeds have gotten better since moving away from Roderick Strong.
I would say yes, absolutely. Again, Roderick Strong, get well soon. I think he's still on the roster. I think he's still injured. I don't know what's going on with that guy.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything about him for a while. It would be a hell of a time for him to come back here WrestleMania weekend.
Gut wrench release suplex, and now Mark Coffey looking to take advantage. The Coffey brother. Oh, wait. Mark Coffey, a former Heritage Cup winner, by the way, from NXT UK, just lifted off by Brutus. And right now, Brutus going to the top rope. What is the Don figured here, though? Brutus, top rope. Oh, it's underneath. Oh, kitchen sink knee. And Mark Coffey turning things around for the Gallus boys. Tad to Wolfgang. And Wolfgang and Gallus right now taking control off the second rope. That was like a weird sense. I don't know if he was going for an elbow drop or just throwing his body in there. And right
little
now,
column A, little column B.
Yeah, a little bit. Oh, that was just a freaking slam. And right now, Wolfgang, the Don, and Brutus are the three legal men for each side here. Scoop slam covered by Wolfgang. Gets a 1 count. Excuse me.
I like that they're allowing one member of each team to be involved in the action here.
Right?
Usually 1-on-1, and you've got to wait for the hot tag with 2 men from one team on the outside.
Yeah,
this is a great amendment to that rule, allowing somebody from each team to be involved in the action and therefore able to help break up the pinfall to keep the possibility of winning the match for their team.
And freaking Tony D'Angelo and Wolfgang just fighting and slugging it out with each other as the roll through Tad to Julius. Whoa, belly throw.
Jesus, and a kip up.
To the top of the hips and center for the ride.
And another one.
Kurt Angle, how about this for running your money?
It's a whole other kind of suplex city here.
It's a suplex machine of a different sort. This thing is like new Armado. Good grief. Every time he's put up a suplex, beautiful kip-up follow-up. That was like 6 suplexes in a row. And the Don finally stopped.
And it's stuff like that is why I enjoyed the Creed brothers from the moment I saw them. Oof. I just feel like they've had their time to shine, unfortunately. Oof. And it's either going to stay with the Gallus boys being on top or it's going to go to the family.
But you see right now, Stack's trying to impress everybody, literally going after everyone.
You just saw what Julius did. He basically issued a challenge. Top that, bitches.
Okay, but a crossbody too. Oh, he almost claimed the gold. As you were saying. Bounced off for a second. You saw the way he bounced off that crossbody, by the way, when he was pinning Julius. I feel that was the only reason Julius was able to kick out. That was pretty close. Everybody has really impressed me here, but I must say I'm really impressed with the family. Stacks and the Don, whether together or individually, oh boy, what the hell is this?
Up and over? Nope, between the legs.
What? No. What in the hell? No way. No way. Oh, Lord God!
Not sure what that was supposed to be. Brutus missed completely.
He grazed.
Let's just pray to God nobody got seriously injured on that.
No kidding. That was a freaking 3-person tower that Brutus grazed off its balance, and 3 men came crashing to the floor while Brutus crashed like a freaking meteorite. Everybody down the outside. What the hell were they thinking?
Raymond, the woman at
Oh.
ringside is Ivy Nile from Diamond Mine. She's with the Creed brothers.
That's right, and she's also been a standout in your NXT for the longest time. Previously challenged Michael Satomura for the NXT UK Women's Championship, and and you talk about an injury. It looks like the ref might be checking on Wolfgang here as Julius brings Stacks back inside the ring. And right now the Creeds are in control. Wait, the Dawn, though. What's this? Oh! Again, Sheamus don't have to be factored in the decision. You were betting on the family earlier, JJ. Stacks and the Dawn in control. And isolated Creed brother off the top. Diving headbutt. Splash, what do you want to call it? Cover. 2.
1, 2. Oh. Gallus able to break it up.
And Mark Coffey's preserving the towers for now. Oh, man, plant it. And once again, the Dawn taking advantage, putting Stacks, dragging him to the cover. 2 comes Wolfgang, and whoa! And Tony pushed into the pinning decision to break it up.
You notice how Tony D'Angelo is trying to give Stacks the moment.
Exactly.
He has been so high on Stacks here lately, making him an assistant Don, if you will, almost on a peer level with Tony D'Angelo.
Bada bing, bada boom. Is it enough for you? No. Wait.
Who's that?
That's Joe Coffey. That's Joe Coffey. The Iron King is back. Bomber best for the bells.
Roaring clothesline of sorts. Throwing Stacks in the ring.
In full effect. Wolfgang legal. This is why they're so damn dominant. And up on the shoulders.
Crowd booing, though.
What a shot. The spin out. Cover. 2. Gallus boys still on top.
The crowd booing, though, Noah. The crowd was behind Gallus going into this match. And the return of Joe Coffey has really kind of soured the fans because they feel like they have taken the cheap way in retaining the gold.
It doesn't matter how you win, JJ. It matters that you win. Gallus boys on top and still own their kingdom in NXT. But I will say, the Dawn and the family were very impressive. That diving splash headbutt practically nearly put away Mark Coffey. And Joe Coffey out of nowhere. The brother of Mark Coffey and the king of the firm, the Iron King, our best for the bells. Discus Lariat drops the Dawn, and that freaking knee strike spin out on Stacks. Stacks collapse. Wolfgang with the victory.
Got people in the chat room booing. Matthew doesn't like it. Mike 1 doesn't like it. But you know who does like it? The simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster.
Gallus
one more time.
I
was going to say, who one more time is going to say,
Gallus boys on top, because it's the kingdom.
Raymond booing now, too. I know Jeff is going to be happy as hell when he hears about this. James, too, probably.
I'm so damn happy Gallus boys still on top. Doesn't matter how you win. It just matters that you win. Asterisks or not, checks and championships. Go celebrate at the pub with a drink. I cheers to that.
Absolutely. And let me just take this moment as we're here with this little break in the action about an hour in. Oh, wait, hold up. Cora Jade's on my screen.
About to say, JJ, what'd you say? Folks, stay tuned. We have an intermission. We'll be back with you shortly after this short commercial.
Cora Jade has been MIA for a minute. I've been kind of wondering where she's been, what she's up to. To my knowledge, she wasn't injured.
I think she took a mental break also. You got to consider this, JJ, as well. In this age of the industry, and by the way, F whoever did that to just sell shop, man, to get better. As I was saying, in this age of the industry, influenced heavily by public opinion in the world of social media, it could make or break a person's psyche. We have lost incredible individuals due to cyber bullying. Now, I'm not going to say that Cora Jade's a victim of that, nor am I going to say she's going to feel overwhelmed by the presence she might be getting on social media, especially being NXT, but it wouldn't surprise me because the only thing more fragile than the human body, I would say even more, is a person's own mentality. But I do hope Cora Jade is okay in whatever she's facing or doing.
That's why you talk every week about it, Noah, about protecting your mentality. I've been a Cora fan since the first day I saw her. And in all honesty, why would you try to fuck with somebody who is dating Bronathan Breaker? Like, for real. Not like she can't handle her own against people, but that man is a beast. I wouldn't want to mess with anybody who's got a dude like that they can send out after me.
And considering that also he's a Steiner. By the way, in that War Games match, I'm pretty sure that Cora Jade blew out her shoulder and freaking Io Shirai somehow popped it back in place. And then ever since she betrayed Roxanne Perez and became the dark bully of NXT, she ran roughshod, making moments. Again, she has left everything behind to make sure that it's about her. And whether she came up short, you still knew the name and the impact that Cora Jade left. So there's no doubt in my mind that Cora Jade will be back with a vengeance.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of when and against who. Stay tuned, folks.
But like I was going to say, now that the Cora Jade package is over, I want to take a moment here, now that we're about an hour into the opening action today, thank the 22 live viewers that we currently have watching us, Noah. Considering how early of a broadcast this is, that's mind-blowing to me. Thank you to everyone tuning in. If you're enjoying our coverage and our presentation today, please feel free to super chat. Either my channel or the Jeff Meacham Network are the only two that are set up for monetization. In time, hopefully we'll get the Simple Man brand and the FTW studios to that level as well. I know it's not a priority for them, but if you're enjoying everything, make sure you show your love and support. Super chat, super sticker. Yes, Sean, we've talked about it at the end of the match itself. We think Roxanne is getting called up. We even put out a scenario as to how it could happen. Hassan, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Yes, night one WrestleMania will be on in a couple of hours, but right now we're not focusing on the established superstars. We're focusing on the next generation and NXT.
Pretty deadly. That was the wisest thing you ever done in your life, not knocking on that door.
Courage, Cape Rayer with the perfect statement. The mind is just as breakable as the body,
if not more. But we're about to see what breaks first in this five-way dance for the NXT North American Championship as Wesley defends the gold now against JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, Axiom, and the debuting Dragon Lee.
I'm not sure how Coffee had no right to be at ringside when he's 1/3 of the Gallus boys.
And by the way, triple threat, folks, no disqualification. Gallus boys on top in a rightful affair, and the family back together. There they have it. Yes, there they have it. Anyway, moving on. Now we're going to see if the cardiac kid has a heart attack or rises once again with that proverbial chip on his shoulder and outlast an entire field that he set up himself. It's one thing for the champion to be set up in a match where he can lose the title. It's another thing, JJ, for the champion to literally set a field where he can lose the title. Look at what Wesley is putting himself through.
Absolutely. I mean, this kid has impressed the hell out of me. And when you think about the situation that occurred early last year with his former tag team partner, Wesley could have been just written off, dead, buried in the ground. Could have gotten future endeavored shortly thereafter as well. We just don't see anything with you without your partner. But the man stuck it out. He paid his dues. He worked his way back up to the top, impressing everybody. And he is now the North American champion. And he didn't want to fight just one man. He wanted to take on all comers. He's been issuing open challenge after open challenge. And you see there on the video packages, the melees that break out just to get a shot at that gold. Right. And now here he is defending it against 4 of the elite members of the NXT roster. Axiom, as you've talked about in the past, the former A-Kid from NXT UK. Ilya Dragunov, JD McDonough, the former Jordan Devlin, and the debuting Dragon Lee.
I cannot believe the type of test that this champion is putting himself through. And honestly, yeah, Wesley has been literally the bringer of chaos to your NXT countless weeks now, JJ.
Yeah. And let me just say, shame on WWE for not having a JD McDonough shirt on Shop Zone. Holy hell, how do you not have a shirt for that, man? He's got a hell of a logo there
The
with the
disrespect.
Ace of Spades logo and his face coming through it. And you're not marketing a shirt out of that, WWE? Get on it. And here comes Ilya Dragunov.
The former NXT UK champion and one of the most intense men I've ever seen wrestle. He has hung with the likes of Claudio Castagnoli. He and Walter have one of the greatest rivalries in NXT UK history. He is the man that broke Stalin General and stopped his unstoppable run as the NXT UK champion. And ever since coming back from injury, Ilya Dragunov has been non-stop vengeful on ending JD McDonough and now finds himself a golden opportunity to claim his first prize in this NXT, the NXT North American Championship.
But it's weird that he's taken a step down to the North American title with the rivalry, the matches he's had with Braun Breaker, trying to challenge for the world title. I see him in that upper echelon, kind of like I do his longtime adversary, JD McDonough. You know, I don't think he needs to be coming down to the mid card. Leave that for Axiom. Leave that for Wesley. You know, leave that for some of the other people on the brand. He needs to be in that upper tier.
This entrance is going to give me Sheezers one of these days, I swear.
You know, I'm still mad that there's no Titantrons anymore. Like, I miss the old Titantron videos, but Axiom has probably got one of the best produced entrances in WWE. I don't give a shit which roster you're talking about.
It's definitely out there to say the least. Mighty Morphin Axiom ready to power up and try to seize the NXT North American Championship. And go back to your point about Ilya, though. Think about this. Ilya and JD didn't ask for this. Wesley put them in this. This is not about necessarily the NXT North American Championship. That's a bonus. For Ilya, more so for JD, I feel like this is about one of the two ending the other.
Honestly, King Mike, I think both Ilya and JD should get up to the main card. Look at that logo right there with the spade and his face and the skull. And that is not a t-shirt.
You know what? WWE will make a shirt out of the WWE's biggest fan, but they can't make a shirt out of that. I don't know. Missed opportunity.
For real. Like, that is
You're
just
not wrong.
An awesome logo. Whether you like JD or you don't, that's a hell of a logo.
And personalization in WWE and creativity. Well, you go figure. It falls flat on one sort. JD McDonough, of course, he did beat Ilya Dragunov at one time to a no contest. Literally injured the man. And then Ilya Dragunov came back and nearly took JD's left eye. And ever since then, these two have been locked in a blood feud. And neither one's been able to succeed any further without keeping down the other. We saw what happened at NXT Halloween Havoc in that ridiculous triple threat for the NXT Champion, as you alluded to. It was JD that stopped Ilya from winning the title. And respectfully, Ilya Dragunov came up short against Braun Breaker. And then you have this guy right here that is definitely probably your first valid pick to win. If this was one-on-one, especially. Say hello to Dragon Lee. Oh, man. Okay, I like this entrance. JJ. Dragon Lee is a second-generation superstar who turned pro at the age of 17 years old. He is one of the absolute best luchadors on the planet. Former IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. Dragon Lee, the highly touted free agent that decided to sign to NXT the day he won the AAA Tag Team Championships with El Jalisco in Mexico. He's ready for the big time, JJ. He's ready for it.
Absolutely. And like we talked about earlier this afternoon, Noah. You think about Rey Mysterio going in the Hall of Fame, winding up his career, contract set to expire August of this year. And here's Dragon Lee, could very well be the next generation Rey Mysterio presence of sorts for the WWE. And here comes the
Oh boy.
champ,
Yeah.
Wesley.
The Rascal, the bringer of chaos, the current NXT North American champion. 161 days he has worn that prize proudly with 4 defenses against, might I add, Dijak, Nathan Frazier, and the man in the main event challenging for the NXT Championship, the former 2-time NXT North American champion, Carmelo Hayes. And Wesley made this challenge for himself. He is out to prove a point that I want to give opportunity to everybody, but I can also outshine anybody. And Wesley has 4 individuals right now that are willing to bring him back down to earth and give the cardiac kid a heart attack and relinquish him of the NXT North American Championship. This
Wesley
is
throwing up the
ridiculous.
W in Southern California.
Yeah. You walk on the west side of
Granted, that's what he does anyway, but the irony is not lost on me here as a SoCal boy myself. I agree. Dragon Lee is way too talented for NXT, but you got to figure he's going to be in the system there for at least a year to adapt to the WWE style. Look for him to be main roster next year. SummerSlam soonest.
Right now, Wesley is literally the center dot in all. All right. Dragunov and JD. Oh, God. All right. Well, that just started off high in a hurry. What a shot. Jeez. Okay. Well, now
Dragon Lee throwing Dragunov out the ring. Axiom throwing JD out the ring. Wesley just kind of standing there conducting the action. Wanted to see Axiom and Dragon Lee go at it.
Let it be fair, it was JD that took a cheap shot against Dragon Lee as we got an aerial offense to see who could grab the other. Up and over. There's a shot to the midsection. Dragon Lee sent into the corner. I can't believe that haymaker that Dragon Lee just delivered to JD. Damn. Talk about jacking a jaw. And now we're down to Axiom and Wesley. Whoa! Nice opportunity there, grabbing the arm and bringing him down to the mat. And here comes JD and Ilya now. Everybody's looking for their opportunity. Everyone's picking their target, JJ. We got Ilya and
rapid fire chops to the former A-Kid.
Oh my gosh, eat your heart out, Kenta Kobashi. Oh, jeez. That was not in slow-mo either. Axiom felt every bit of that at high intensity.
I felt every bit of that.
We're about to feel every bit of this rivalry. This is the match people wanted to see. I'm still surprised JD did not make this a one-on-one. Dragon Lee between JD
Noggin
and
knocker there, thanks to Dragon Lee.
Well, Dragon Lee, damn it. I kind of wish Dragon Lee didn't spoil that, if I'm honest with you. Nice takeover to Harris to JD, though, by Dragon Lee. Former Ryu Lee, by the way, once called himself. Titled alongside Hiromu Takahashi against Jushin Thunder Liger and Jushin Thunder Liger's last match ever at the Tokyo Dome. Ooh!
You know, nice JD McDonough, Jordan Devlin is just one of those heels that I cannot hate. You know, I wanted to hate him so bad when I first saw him debut in the Rainbow Bright 2.0 NXT, which most definitely was not your NXT.
You're damn right it wasn't.
Too damn fucking good, and he earned my respect immediately.
JD McDonough has had that proverbial chip on his shoulder since being trained by Finn Balor, who will be involved, of course, at WrestleMania against Edge. It's almost like an opposite identity for JD McDonough through Finn Balor. But will the ace miss tonight as Axiom flies into the ring? We got Axiom and Dragon Lee right now, the only ones inside the ring. And again, folks, this is a fatal 5-way. First pinfall submission, you are the NXT North American champion. Drop down by Axiom, Dragon Lee press speed. Both meet each other with a drop kick. And Dragon Lee getting the better of it. Dragon Lee one step ahead of the competition so far. Might be looking to fly. Watch out, everybody. And Dragon Lee picking up speed off the ropes to the other side. Whoa! Tope Kagalo!
Matthew with a hot take here. Granted, it was the black and gold NXT, your NXT, so I didn't really see it. Saying Asuka was too talented for NXT as well, and they only made her better.
That's a fair point, considering Asuka, the former Connor, world-renowned Japanese professional wrestler, endorsed by the likes of Antonio Inoki, God rest his soul. Again, some people in NXT thrived in this environment and only grown from there. And yeah, they might have had some stopping points in the main roster, but what do you expect with the size of this freaking roster that WWE has developed over the years, especially nowadays? They got more workers they know what to do with. But at least now Asuka, /Connor, has found herself and will challenge Bianca Belair. Ooh! For the
We got the
Raw
two
Championship
Lees
at WrestleMania.
battling each other, Dragon versus Wes.
It's Lee versus Lee if people want to understand what's going on here. Keith Lee is not involved here.
Be a hell of a
Snapmare.
triple threat, though.
Drop kick. One can dream. And Wesley right now with either Dragunov, the most intense competitor in this match. Standing. Oh, nice suplex. Stands on his feet, though.
Wesley showing why he deserves to be in there with the greats and to still be champion. Countering,
handstand.
landing on his feet.
Oof.
Every opportunity.
Dragunov face first, top turnbuckle. Wesley falls in with the knee.
And Dragunov sliding to the outside.
And Wesley, the one left standing, but he sees JD McDonough now, and Wesley looking to fly. Oh, but JD, like a Samoa Joe, just walks away. But Wesley scouted the landing and lands on his feet. And JD, you might want to turn around. Oh, God. That's a kid that could collapse chest cavity. And now we're down to JD and Wesley. This is going to turn into a Dr. Seuss novel if I'm not careful with my commentary.
That's right. JD, Wesley, Dragon Lee.
Good grief.
Ilya.
Good grief almighty. Oh,
Ilya, Axiom.
Axiom pop-up uppercut. Taken to the outside off the top turnbuckle. And now JD looking to capitalize. Isolated with the champion in the ring. Boom! What a close
God
line.
damn. Turned him inside out. I always loved those clotheslines when it turns a person inside out. I think Rikishi always sold it the best, though, considering his size.
You don't expect big men to flip like that, to be fair.
No,
exactly.
absolutely.
And JD right now, kicking control of the field, and once again, turning his attention to Ilya Dragunov. And now Axiom, and these two are no strangers to each other. At one point, JD nearly broke A-Kid / Axiom's arm in a freaking match at NXT UK. Oh, what a shot.
God.
Able to counter, but right now we have JD back inside the ring with Wesley. Axiom taken out of the equation for now. Just bringing Wesley in with the chop. And again, we've seen what JD has been able to do when opportunity presents itself. Up and over. Oh, that was a bad landing. Just tumbling in the corner. But JD, PK to Ilya. It was a football kick for you folks right there. And right now, Axiom, miss. And moonsault the second. Works out Ilya and Axiom. JD in full control right now. Up and over. The twisting impact right there. Now Dragon Lee coming in, picking up speed, and flies in with the Spanish fly. JD taking out the entire field right now. Good grief. And right now looking for Devlin side.
Ooh, Jesus Christ.
That might be enough. Cover. Do we have a new North American champion? No. Oh. And look who stopped the fall, JJ.
Ilya Dragunov. Sticking it to his old rival one more time. And look at the look on Dragunov's face.
Hey, JJ, here's some symbolism for you. It was JD McDonough that stopped the ref's hand from hitting the mat for the 3 when Ilya was about to become NXT champion, pinning Braun Breaker at Halloween Havoc. Ilya just delivered that receipt. Wait a minute.
Nice callback there. I had forgotten all about that, Noah.
Well, JD, you are in a death triangle of sorts. Boom!
I'm not Adam Cole, baby.
Drop kick from 3 different directions and a snap German suplex by Ilya, who collapses, and everyone is down. All 5 superstars down for the NXT North American Championship. Good grief. X Division getting a run for their money tonight with this contest.
Absolutely.
Everybody right now just leaving it all out there in the ring. Wesley, Dragon Lee, Axiom, JD, and Ilya Dragunov contending for the NXT North American Championship. And Ilya right now looking like he's powering up as he always does. Ooh, and is busted open a little bit too. But it doesn't matter. He thrives on blood. He thrives on pain. Oh my God, what a discus chop.
Ilya fired up saying, let's go, let's go.
Whoa! Rebound and Seguri out of nowhere. The fighting spirit of Ilya Dragunov might be unmatched here. The suplex to Dragon Lee. And now Wesley might eat one. Whoa, good grief. Set up and over face first. And Axiom right now calling the grips of Ilya Dragunov. Well, And of course, A-Kid and Ilya once fought each other over the NXT UK Championship. Oh, and Constantine hits! Good Lord.
Jesus Christ.
All of Russia was behind that clothesline.
And look at Dragunov. He is so fired up right now.
This is what Ilya does, JD. He thrives off pain. He lives for competition. And Ilya right now up to the second rope. Drops the knee on Dragon Lee. Oh, Wesley with a roundhouse. Big shot follow up by Ilya Dragunov. Channeling pain and still on his feet. And right now, Ilya has Wesley up on the shoulders. Uh-oh. Oh, divine driver in the corner to Dragon Lee. Both the Lees collide. Ilya Dragunov is on fire right now, but he needs to pin somebody. And Dragunov to the top. Senton bomb on the champion. And again, how much pain is Ilya Dragunov in is a whole different question. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The hard landing off the top rope. JD pushes Ilya off and lands on the apron. Oh! It's a Gurry by Axiom, though. Action too fast, too furious. Eat your heart out, Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Right?
It took you 10 times to show us what that's capable of. And Axiom, what the hell? Off the top! Moonsault to the outside. Works out JD and Ilya Dragunov.
Such fluidity and ease the way he jumped up to the top and then springboarded off onto the two gentlemen outside. Look at that replay.
Oh my gosh, the height.
No
and the
wasted
execution.
motion.
Exactly. Beautiful moonsault, as you alluded to. And Wesley realizing he's in the ring on his own. Wait, what's Dragon Lee
Here
doing?
comes Dragon Lee.
Oh!
What is he going to do?
Well, and Wesley, whatever he was trying to do, Wesley prevented that. And the door open right now for the champion to count. Oh, no. And Wesley, Dragon Lee. Oh, and Axiom preventing an attempted superplex attempt to the outside, or maybe he's going to be part of it. And Axiom, oh, driven off with a headbutt. And right now, Wesley and Dragon Lee on the second rope in the corner, fighting. Oh, man, something's going to give here, JJ, and I don't think I'm going to like it. Uh-oh. And Wesley hung up. Dragon Lee has him trapped in the corner. Good God, double stop!
Ooh.
Through Wesley to the floor, but he might have blew out his knee.
Yeah, I was going to say, did you see the way Dragon Lee hit his knee on the way down? Watch that again, Noah.
Boom!
Bam!
Yeah, that was a bad landing on the left. And right now we got Ilya, JD, and Axiom in the middle of the ring. Crowd with this is awesome chance, and I absolutely agree.
How much would it suck, Noah, if Dragon Lee gets injured in his debut match?
Worst things have happened, unfortunately, in debuts. Matt, I remind you of Tegan Knox. We'll take over Tierras into JD. 2-for-1 special with the DDT!
God damn, spiked Ilya Dragunov there.
A little bit of a chain reaction wrestling right there. Courtesy of Axiom, hooking both JD and Ilya up. Nice suplex. Oh, and JD eats the kick. Well, yeah, with the roll up, though. Turn, deep step. Whoa. And rolling right through. Might be looking for the submission here. A-Kid, very technically sound. Former Heritage Cup winner of the NXT UK. And might be looking for an ankle lock now. And he's got it. Well, JD back up to his feet, though. Oh, and a kick drops Axiom where he stands. And now the Kawada kicks by JD to Ilya Dragunov. Wait a minute. Kip up by Axiom. Oh, super kick.
Caught him right under the jaw there. And he goes back to the submission on Ilya Dragunov.
Uh-oh. Boy. Ilya's
can't quite lock that other arm.
No, he's got the left arm key lock right now. Might be looking for hyperextending the right arm. And meanwhile, Ilya grabs JD. JD right now trapped in a submission. We got double submissions here. I'm not sure who's at the worst of it. And actually, I'm trapping JD. JD stuck in 2 submission holds. Chain reaction of submissions. Who taps who wins here? And oh, wait a minute. And JD and Ilya are headbutting each other while trapped in a submission by accident. What the hell is happening here, JJ?
I don't know, but I think I see Wesley in the corner starting to get his bearings.
How much does JD and Ilya hate each other? And right now, Dragon
Lee's
sleeper
back.
Hold. Yeah, he's got a sleeper hold on JD and Axiom a submission on Ilya. Again, who's going to tell? Oh, wait a minute. Ilya counters. Deadlift on Axiom. Uh-oh. Oh,
Power bombs him.
Ilya falls the stack. 2. It's got to be it. Whoa!
And there's
What
Wesley.
Holy hell! Look at this, JJ! Twisting corkscrew splash by Wesley on top of everybody breaks up the decision. You gotta be kidding me!
The melee in the ring looks like a regular day in the Cajon Pass, and if you know, you know.
Yeah, tune in for details on your local news station if you're out there in California. Good Lord. And right now, who could capitalize here? Who could take advantage? Who gets their feet first is a better question. Axiom, Wesley, JD on their feet. Cardiac kick. Oh, denied by Axiom, who caught Wesley flying in. And now JD
Standing switch.
Axiom look for the counter roll. Denied. Oh, headbutts Axiom's heart.
Oh, God.
And then JD rebound. Suplex released by Dragon Lee. Follow clothesline.
Turns him inside out again.
Either Dragunov now with the knee strikes. Dragon Lee pushing him off. And either Dragunov follows in with the knee.
I know JD is young, but you got to be careful with those headbutts. That's a way to give yourself concussions and brain damage.
Cover 2, as you say that. Wesley with the axe kick breaks it up. I'm pretty sure someone's going to have a concussion after this. And Wesley, standing moonsault, eats the knees, though, on Ilya, though. Wesley with the cover on Ilya. Turbo tag. No. Kick out again. What the hell is he going to take here? What hasn't been seen yet by one of these 5 men?
A pinfall victory.
Look at that kick, though. Fair enough. You saw that kick by Axiom, JJ. Oh, wait a minute. Dragon Lee catches Wesley, lifts him up, deadlift. So, sit out, power bomb cover. 2 new champion, no!
He sprungboard off of Dragunov's back for that attack, Noah.
And he paid for it. What a sit-out powerbomb. Did not have the legs over the shoulders, though. Wesley able to kick out. Dragon Lee grasping his ribs, as you alluded to earlier. Uh-oh. JD has Dragon Lee hooked up. Axiom coming in, though. JD has... Oh! And slams Axiom on top of Dragon Lee. Standing moonsault. Cover. SHG done it. Cover.
1,
Dragon Lee.
2.
Axiom breaks it up.
Damn it.
That's an awkward landing, by the way, by JD on the standing moonsault, by the way, too. Axiom able just to grace his way out the way and kick JD up the side of the head to break the fall on Dragon Lee. This match continues. Good God. And right now, JD McDonough doing everything possible to prove why you don't bet against the ace. Oh, look at this. Axiom standing up off the top rope, springboard. Oh, what a DDT!
Jesus
Here's
Christ.
the cover, deep hook. 2. No! What a
Axiom
kick out by
cannot
JD.
believe it.
You talk about concussions. JD got spiked and still kicked out before the 3 after that. Look at this. Jesus. What a DDT. JD is out, by the way. He is not moving.
JD is taking a nap.
I got your freaking instinct alone, JJ. He kicked out of that. My gosh.
Jordan Devlin is me in between calls here today. Just night.
Freaking 5-man step fest happening here right now. Axiom with the up kick to JD. Dragon Lee. What the hell?
Up and over with the Hurricane Rana. JD landing on Wesley. Dragunov with a boot onto Axiom. And now he's climbing the top rope.
He's drowned out the only man conscious right now. What the hell is this? Deadlift German Superplex.
Float over.
He's looking for it. Bam! What a shot! Cover. 2 new champion.
2.
No.
Oh. Wesley and
Oh,
Dragon Lee breaking it up at the last possible second.
Wow.
That was like 2 9/8.
Dropped all of Russia with that running forearm smash. And somehow the others were able to break that decision up, as you alluded to. The closest 3 count in this match. Dragon Lee, Wesley, Ilya Dragunov, the only 3 men in the ring. It looks like Ilya right now is chilling in inner energy, colliding with Wesley, colliding with Dragon Lee, the champion, the newcomer, and the unstoppable Umba Singh Bar, fighting it out currently for the SC Northbridge Championship inside the ring. And now Ilya being ping-pong with chops, drop to a knee. Now kick. Ooh, good grief. The Lees working together against Ilya Dragunov for the time being, JJ. And they're barely able to stay on their feet. Oh, what a super kick. Oh, what a chop. Oh, got the boot. Oh, cut that super kick. Oh, and Ilya on instinct with the shot there. Blocks that shot. Oh, what a round. Oh, my God. Bang, what a knee. The knee of Dragon Lee. What a clothesline by Ilya.
God damn.
I'm pretty sure Ilya is on autopilot at this point. This is not humanly possible.
I want to know how all these fans are still sitting on their asses and they're not on their feet for this action.
Some
Holy
of them are,
Christ.
and Ilya Dragunov is calling for it. Torpedo Moscow, cardiac kick. He Wesley connects, and a cover. Two. Wesley retains.
Holy shit.
Holy wow.
And still.
And Los Angeles is now on their feet, JJ, as I was.
It took them long enough.
Wesley once again proving why he is the NXT North American Championship. If you're not walking on the west side of things after that, I don't know what the hell you're watching. That was incredible.
Yeah, I am so disappointed in my LA crowd. I know they have been spoiled as shit with all kinds of wrestling action this weekend.
God.
But the fact that they didn't get out of their seats until the pinfall was rendered disappoints the crap out of me.
Boom! That fist, JJ, and that form the son of Axion's head. Axiom might as well have been registered for dead. And then look at this finishing sequence. Bam! The clothesline first that turned Dragon Lee inside out by Ilya. Ilya looking for Torpedo Moscow and Dragon Lee. And Wesley caught freaking Ilya with a freaking cardiac kick after Torpedo Moscow hit on Dragon Lee. And Wesley pinned Ilya for the 3. The Cardiac Kid with the ultimate heart-stopping showcase tonight. Still our NXT North American champion.
See, my question to you now, Noah, is what's next for Wes Lee?
I don't know after that, dude. He just beat 4 of the greatest right there. And I'm looking at the chat here real quick. Yeah, absolutely. Dragunov, Loki. You think Dragunov is not freaking human? I said it once. I'll say it again. He is not made of the same stuff as those other men. I swear if he wasn't freaking sustaining and thriving through an injury, you'd be lying if you told me. That was absolutely phenomenal by Ilya Dragunov, particularly, JJ.
Yeah, I mean, going back to what I was saying earlier about how much I love Jordan Devlin, JD McDonough, you know, the fact that Dragunov came into Not Your NXT, the Rainbow Bride NXT, and immediately started going after JD after I had already taken a liking to him really turned me off to Dragunov at first. And he's supposed to be the babyface.
Right.
But I had grown to respect JD so much at that point that I was like, no, who the hell are you beating up JD McDonough? No, I don't like you. And then over time, I did my homework. I did my research. I had you to help educate me.
I try.
And I became a fan of Ilya Dragunov to the point where I would like to see the two of them as a tag team. One of those unlikely friends, you know, good friends, better enemies type of situations. They know each other inside and out. So what better person to align yourself with to try to get gold? You know what they can do. That's how Public Enemy came together.
That's fair.
Johnny
point.
Grunge and Flyboy Rocco Rock had fought up and down the East Coast. Rivalries, feuds, matches, and Paul Lee took them, put them together, created the Public Enemy, arguably one of the greatest tag teams to ever come out of ECW.
Right.
Could be a very similar thing if Shawn Michaels decided to pair Ilya Dragunov and JD McDonough. Would it come off odd at first? Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yes.
But strange bedfellows, I mean, Rock and Sock? Anybody?
Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Kane and
Sheamus
X-Pac?
Sheamus and Cesaro.
Kane and X-Pac.
Kane and X-Pac was about as weird as it could get, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And we're talking about, strange like bedfellow tag team alliances. We still have, of course, the NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match. We'll see if Country and City can coexist, and if Fallon Henry and Kiana James can overcome Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, and that's still to come tonight. And of course, this is NXT Stand Deliver. We hope you're all enjoying the action and reactions and commentary and takeaways. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Please support my friend Eric. He's monetized. Give us a super chat. It's as simple as that. And NXT Stand Deliver, there's still so much ahead. There you see Grayson Waller preparing to try and create a viral moment at the expense against Johnny Wrestling. Oh, my Lord. Whew.
I still want to see Waller, Theory, Miz, and Logan Paul as a stable.
That sounds too crazy for me. Seriously, that's so much.
But you
ego,
think about
JJ.
the social media extension that all of them have. You think about
Right.
the viral moments.
Right.
You think about how Theory was coming out taking selfies. You think about freaking Logan Paul going for splashes while streaming on Instagram. It would make perfect sense. They all have or have had similar gimmicks.
Yeah. It is one of those things where you do wonder with the amount of promo power. Let's be honest, that's promo power, if nothing else there, if that actually could work. But again, it's still a way to say we don't even know what Logan Paul's future is after WrestleMania. And again, he's an April Fool's baby. So for all we know, he could be rounding us and still re-sign with the company.
Absolutely. I honestly think WWE would be crazy not to sign him to an extension. Whether you like the Maverick or you don't, he generates buzz, brings outside eyes to the prize. You keep him for the big shows, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Rumble, Mania. Maybe do a show in Saudi Arabia that's going to get outside eyes anyways, or bring him into the King of the Ring, which could be the Big Five or Money in the Bank. And you only use him sporadically at those type of events. WWE, I think, would be silly to not re-sign him to another 1 or 2 year extension.
Right. Well, again, JJ, this match, NXT WWE is not held liable for what these two men could do to each other or could do to themselves, as we will now see Grayson Waller go up against Johnny Gargano in an unsanctioned match.
An unsanctioned match that they had a contract signing for, Noah.
Have I not said this before? WWE and Logic don't coexist in the same sentence. I've said that countless times.
And what do I always say? If common sense was common, more people would use it.
And that's not an insult. That's just a fact of life. Yeah. Anyway, as we saw, JJ, and you, well, actually, you didn't, well, yeah, you saw that angle. You didn't see the go home angle. But of course, Grayson Waller been tirade Shawn Michaels since Vengeance Day, when Grayson Waller came up short for the NXT Championship against Braun Breaker inside a steel cage. Since then, he's been trying to instigate the Heartbreak Kid into a match. But instead of Mr. WrestleMania facing Grayson Waller is taking on Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, I would say Mr. NXT. And yes, why his win-loss record at the grandest stage of this brand's inception is not great, there is no denying that the heart, the soul, the living lifeblood, and beats of these three letters since its inception has been Johnny freaking Wrestling. You saw Grayson Waller, that face. And again,
see, my question here is although Johnny Gargano deserves his revenge on Grayson Waller for the attack, whatever it was, 15, 18 months ago, what does Johnny Gargano gain other than just a little semblance of revenge by beating Grayson Waller? He's not going to return to NXT as a mainstay on the roster. He's on the main roster with Dexter Lumis and Candice LeRae. So by beating Grayson Waller, he only hurts Grayson Waller.
It's one of those things, though, JJ, that I do think about this. Grayson Waller has created a moment for himself. And necessarily, that's all you need. Sometimes an actual match is not defined by the decision, but defined by the participants. And to be fair, this isn't a normal match. This is a fight. And I have to point it out. The last time there was an unsanctioned fight, keyword, unsanctioned fight in NXT for Johnny Wrestling, he won against Tommaso Ciampa. But what happened following that, JJ? Tommaso Ciampa became one of the most prolific champions in NXT. Grayson Waller doesn't necessarily need to beat Johnny Gargano. He just needs to humiliate him and create a viral moment. And he already created one viral moment at the expense of Johnny Gargano. But can he do it against Johnny freaking Wrestling? That's a whole different story. And it's about to unfold right now.
And here's another question for you. Could really get a nice pop here. We know Gargano's here. Indy Hartwell just became the NXT Women's Champion. Dexter Lumis is in the house.
Yes.
Is Candice LeRae there? Will we see the Way walk to ringside for Johnny Gargano's match?
That would be so damn poetic.
You know, it would be like the reaction that you had when Imperium and Giovanni Vinci returned up on the main roster to finally fill out the pillars there.
Right. Grayson Waller live on Instagram right now, backstage in gorilla position, already tirading Shawn Michaels, who of course is in the gorilla seat. Live on Instagram, this guy, he's not a social media disease, but he's definitely a social media influencer, if nothing else, JJ.
He knows how to work the system, baby.
Snapchat, TikTok, Instagram, and the tweeter. Good grief. The Grayson Waller right now, literally with his phone, live on Instagram. I kid you not. It's already a viral moment right now as everybody is literally just recording this man. JJ, there's Candice LeRae right there at ringside to answer your question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Viral moment impending is all I gotta say. And again, Grayson Waller, he's brash, he's arrogant, but he is an accomplished wrestler from his native Australia, and he's been trained by the likes of Robbie Eagles. And Johnny Gargano, by the way, you want to know what his takeover record is, JJ? Johnny Gargano's takeover record? He's been involved at 23 actual NXT takeovers. He's only won 4 of them.
Wow.
And now we're going to get this video package for Johnny Wrestling.
I don't think it's a video package as much as it's a setup. Think about Drew McIntyre at, you know, the Clash of the Castle and how we got a little bit of broken dreams before he finally came out.
God, that was so good. Well, I also think about this. We think about, you know, WrestleMania. How many times has Triple H been involved, and how many times has he actually lost versus when he won? Again, these stages, these moments, they're not necessarily written by the winners. They are written by those that leave a lasting impact. And as I said before, nobody, and I mean nobody in NXT history has had more of an impact than Johnny freaking Wrestling. And look at that Titantron. Johnny Wrestling is back in NXT. The Rebel Heart, the former NXT champion, former NXT North American champion, former NXT Tag Team champion, War Games participant. He and Ciampa had one of the greatest rivalries in NXT history, spanning a year plus. And now Johnny Gargano is back on NXT's grandest stage in this brand's inception. This is his home. This is his showcase. This is his brand. This is his family. JJ, this may not be my NXT. This may be your NXT, but Johnny Gargano is NXT.
That's a fair assessment there. And young Quill Gargano, the seed, if you will, of Candice and Johnny, they're ringside with Candice. And we're starting fast and furious, Noah. Go ahead.
Good Lord. Freaking Super Kid, the Tobe Suicide out of the gate. Again, this is an unsanctioned match. Good look out. Jesus. Booker T turned over. No one's safe at ringside when Johnny Wrestling's engaged. Booker T dropped over in his chair. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of funny. Anyway, at WWE NXT right now, Jordan Gargano, Royal Rumble participant. Oh, shot block to the leg. And you were talking about earlier, the real story also with this is also a family bout. You think about how much of a friend Vic Joseph and Johnny Gargano is as Grayson Waller's jaw jacket. Hey, leave it. Whoa! That's what you get for jaw jacket Vic Joseph, and he's just a freaking commentator. Of course, we know the friendship with Johnny Gargano and Vic Joseph. I don't need to call really anything here. This is a fight. This is an unsanctioned match. This is a straight-up fight. Oh! They freaking monitor the freaking head of Grayson Waller. You saw the date, by the way, on Johnny Gargano's vest. That was the first day Johnny Gargano came into NXT back in 2015. And now Johnny Gargano bringing out the toys, bringing out the weaponry. We got a trash can. We got a kendo stick. And this is a father fighting in front of their own child. As you alluded to, JJ, Johnny Gargano did not want the last thing. Whoa! Slingshot spear. Did not want the last thing his child saw is him being beaten up from his former NXT brand. Oh, jeez. Trash can to the spine. Again, pinfall or submission or ref stoppage. The only way this bout ends. Look at the silence. Everybody right now. Up and over. Johnny Gargano sends Grayson Waller to the floor.
Yeah, Grayson Waller not able to get any kind of offense here. Johnny Wrestling is just ready. And as I say that, he dives into a trash can lid.
Hello. Well, nice job, JJ. You set Johnny Gargano up for disaster. Damn. He went face first flying into that lid. And this isn't ECW, but good grief, Joey Styles would say hello on that. Oh, chair in the midsection. As you alluded to earlier, now that we got a moment, as Grayson Waller sets up a devastating device. Go ahead. Damn.
Just saying, like, it's kind of moot point, because Grayson Waller is now starting to get that offense going here.
Oh, my gosh. And right now, you wonder what Grayson Waller. You see what his trunks say on the back of his the trunks. By the way, JJ, Grayson Waller.
Yeah, his hoodie said the same thing on the back. I am NXT.
Well, Johnny Gargano would like to question that tonight, this unsanctioned fight, and what the hell is about to happen? This just screams disaster. Up in the fireman's carrier. No. Oh boy. And right now, up. And right now, Waller might be a victim of his own device. Got caught. Gargano, driven from first to the top ring rope. There's that roll through cutter. Denied. Stunner denied. Super kick denied. Up on the shoulders again. Grayson Waller looking for somebody here. Went for the power bomb. Deadlift. Never mind. Straight. Oh no. Buckle bomb
into the trash can.
Included. Oh man, right to the spine of Johnny Wrestling.
I thank God that buckle bomb didn't exist when I wrestled. Holy hell.
Yeah,
I can only imagine how that feels.
Yeah, I can only imagine back then how that would have affected the spine. And right now, Grayson Waller with the deadlift to Johnny Gargano. Oh, good grief. Escapes out from the back. Up and over. In between the apron. Oh, nice Zaguri. Johnny Gargano scouting. And right now, Johnny Takeover, proudly known on the back of his trunks. He is Mr. Takeover. He is NXT. And Johnny Gargano looking at the deadlift. Grayson Waller. Oh, man!
Jesus.
Deadlift German suplex from the inside out to the bed of chairs to both Grayson Waller and Johnny Gargano. Take a look at the replay, JJ. Jeez.
See, some would assume that Johnny Gargano took the worst of that, but he flat backed straight across those first four chairs. Waller's spine hit the edge of those bottom two as he was getting suplexed over. He definitely took the worst of that. That's why he's having a hard time breathing, and Gargano's the first to his feet.
All right, now Johnny Gargano finally bringing Grayson Waller into the ring, grabbing the small of his back, as you alluded to, definitely having compromised rib and midsection there. And you feel all that impact. That's your spine pushing up against your chest cavity, your ribs. You see what Grayson Waller right now, grabbing his bit. Oh, no.
See, and two of the things Waller's best known for is his speed and agility. You can't breathe Those things are null and void.
You also knock out that ridiculous right punch, right hook that he has as well, former boxing background. Johnny Takeover chants raining out as Johnny Gargano brings the table out of the ringside area.
I thought they were chanting Johnny Table.
You know what they might be, especially after this. Oh no, not another deadlift German superplex. Mm-hmm. And right now, Grayson Waller fighting back, shots to the midsection there.
He may be Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Takeover, but he is not adhering to the golden rule of weaponry. He who sets it up goes through it.
And
Waller set up those 6 chairs, and he took the brunt of that. Johnny Wrestling just set up that table. He is going to be the one to take that table.
Yeah, but he just took a knee to face after going for the slingshot spear. And remember, it was that knee strike that almost made Grayson Waller an NXT champ.
Shit. Grayson Waller tuning up the band here for some sweet chin music, but it countered.
Oof. Oh, pop-up jumping knee. It's a Guri. And Johnny Gargano with the receipt. And meanwhile, whoa, what a discus forearm. Grayson Waller hitting everything that moves that's named Johnny Gargano. Yep, and again, Ryan echoes your sentiments here. And you see Grayson Waller right now grasping his ribs. And what's he looking for here?
Trying to taunt, trying to be cocky, but still ribs.
That was right to the arm. That was right to the right arm. And think about the striking game, like I said earlier. Caught. Oh,
God.
What a takeover, pun intended, destroyer by Johnny Wrestling. Grayson Waller spiked on the floor.
The disrespect from Waller. God, he's so good.
Candice LeRae and Quill watching on from ringside as their daddy wrestles at his grand stage of NXT takeover of sorts. Looking to stand and deliver.
See, and I had to tell Cece, it was like, if it wasn't for my personal issues with Candice from my time on the indie scene, Gargano and Candice are the type of people that I could be friends with because they are such dorks. The fact that they named their child Quill after Peter Quill, aka Star-Lord from the Guardians of the Galaxy, like that is the type of thing that would be right up my alley.
Oh boy. Well, wait a minute. Grayson Waller getting off the table as Johnny Gargano was ascending. Oh, wait a minute. Up and over the table. Oh!
That's what I'm saying, Keen Mike. That's why I think that Theory and Waller and Miz is their leader, and Logan Paul is that.
Oh, the punches! Oh, man!
Gargano took it.
Yep, and he
Logan Paul is that celebrity that pops in and out. Would be so good for a stable.
Down middle of the table. Grayson Waller with the cover, too. No!
Johnny Wrestling able to kick out there.
And think about the symbolism behind that. It was a power bomb through the announce table that was the final scene in NXT before Johnny Wrestling left.
Interesting. I did not know that because that was before my time. Hell of a symbolism there.
And it was done by Grayson Waller. That's what started this whole thing in the first place. And now Grayson Waller just wearing down Johnny Gargano, trying to make a viral moment at the expense of the living heartbeat of NXT.
Axe handle smash to the back. Just doing additional damage after being powerbombed through that table.
And despite the fact he had an arm a chair taken to his right arm, his striking game still pretty much on point, especially that freaking ridiculous roll through pop-up stunner powerbomb combination for the table. And now up at the side. Oh! That chair buckled underneath Johnny Gargano's back. Yeah. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. No, Gargano gets
spinning sidewalk slam, just collapsed that folding chair.
Yeah, no kidding. A freaking leg's broken underneath it. Take a look at the replay here and watch Johnny Gargano's back. Up against the top of the chair as well, sliding against it. And now with a kendo stick in hand, Gargano's lower back compromised. That's not going to help.
No.
And you see Candice LeRae turning Quill off. So their baby child don't see this. This gotta be hard for Candice LeRae to watch. I mean, well, maybe not necessarily for her, but as a mother of sorts.
Waller has got his eyes locked on Candice, and he is heading over there. Turned around.
Well, again, he wants to make this as personal as possible. He's going to create a viral moment at the expense of Johnny Gargano and his family. You talking about that's your father? You see your father? Take a look at your father, kid. Oh, that's just wrong. That's cruel. That is wrong. Look at Waller literally beating away at Johnny Gargano right in front of Candice LeRae.
Sadistic son of a bitch.
Hey, took the words out of my mouth, JJ. Again,
And I'm a Waller fan, damn it.
Again, you separate wrestling from a parent.
No, I get that. I get that. There's
No.
certain people I can separate personal and professional, and there's others I can't.
Oh, no, not this. Good go. Oh, man. That's a stinger effect. Johnny Gargano with Keno's second hand now after dodging a concerto between the steps of the chair, and Johnny Gargano might be fired up even more now. Gargano realizing what was about to happen in front of him. He's doing this for more than NXT. He's doing it. Wait a second.
Candice jumping the rail.
Candice wrestling. Beat his Shaz. Yeah. I love it. There's nothing more powerful than a spiteful mother. Uh-oh. And Candice LeRae, candlestick caught by Grayson Waller. Oh! Johnny Gargano from behind.
Nothing worse than a woman scorned, Noah.
Especially a mother. And one final beat! Hits the cover! 1, 2, no!
Waller kicks out.
What? The one final beat slingshot DDT, not enough to stop this viral moment from happening.
Gargano's hulking up. He's getting the fans behind him.
Yeah, he got all of that DDT, though. That usually puts away his opponents. He's won championships with that. And now Johnny Gargano looking to follow up off the ropes. Grayson Waller catches him, though, up and around. Try to look in. Gargano escape. Is there escape for Grayson Waller from this submission? Tap out Waller. Tap out Waller. Tap out Waller. Oh, ring in the eyes. And the referee can't do a damn thing about it. It's unsanctioned. There are no rules. There's no disqualification. Oh, took him out the knee. And Grayson Waller in position. Oh!
Jesus.
Friggin' takeover there of sorts. Planting Gargano face
flipping
first.
Unprettier.
Yeah, sort of unprettier. You see oh my gosh, look at Grayson Waller's back.
Think about this, Noah. If Gargano can win, it took him and Candice to beat Waller.
Well, again, it's not about who wins. It's about the win. It's about the moment. It's about a message, a statement, and once again, humbling Grayson Waller, whether he wants to be or not. Grayson Waller is the arrogant prick that instigated this and made this even more personal, bringing family into this. It's one thing to talk about a great wrestler. It's another thing to talk about a parent. Trapped in a trash can. Grayson Waller, what the hell is this man looking for here? He can barely walk as it seems. Oh, you've got...
Is he looking to go coast to coast here?
Who the hell you think you are, Shane O'Mac? No way. No way.
The originator of the move.
Coast to coast!
Hall of Famer Rob Van Dam with the Van Terminator there.
It's the cover is in the viral
One,
no!
two. Somehow, some way, Johnny Wrestling still has the heart of NXT pumping through his veins, and he is kicked out.
This rebel heart. And now Gargano sent to the outside of the ring. A crowd with this is awesome chance. This unsanctioned fight still very much. Oh, and here comes the symbolism. It started with a powerbomb through the announce table to send Johnny Wrestling away from NXT. And it very well might be the same maneuver that takes him out of it permanently. Oh, wait a minute. He's not going for a powerbomb. What in the hell is he? The chair. What? JJ. Oh, no. You can't be serious.
Oh, yes, he can.
JJ? Johnny's not moving. Johnny's on the announce table with a chair on him. Grayson Waller is ascending to the top rope.
You talked about creating a viral moment, Noah. This could be it for Waller right here.
Oh! Hello! Gargano gets up and throws a chair in Grayson Waller's face while he was jaw-jacking. And now, wait a minute. Johnny Gargano, how's this for a receipt? Power bomb through the announce table.
And Johnny Wrestling collapsed after delivering that, though.
But the small of the back hit the front of the announce table on the way down for Grayson Waller. So both men are worse for wear after that.
Yeah, I was going to say both men are battered. Both men are bruised. Both men are beaten. You can see the welts coming up on the back of Grayson Waller.
That coast to coast, though, I will say that was quite a moment. I will say that. That was impressive. But also, man, was this overdue. Damn.
Johnny Wrestling to his knees as Waller is crawling.
Yeah, but it looks like his left arm's like pretty much dead at this point. Oh!
And a low blow.
Dreaded low blow. Perfectly legal. Waller rolls in for the ropes. Stunner! By God, not like this cover!
1, 2.
No!
His rebel heart still beats, Noah.
Just able to pop up the left shoulder. Oh, my word. And right now you see all the suspension of disbelief on the fans that are standing for this match, by the way. Unsanctioned fight, JJ. Grayson Waller in control. Once again, bringing a chair in the ring.
The fan support in our chat room for Grayson Waller here is outstanding to me. You would think Gargano would be the favorite, but no. King Mike, Grayson, let's go. Matthew, let's go, Grayson. Kill the heart of NXT.
How dare you?
Yes, Oz, we will be doing WrestleMania as well. We'll talk more about that in between matches.
Damn. Just wailing away on the back of Johnny Wrestling, and there's nothing the ref can do because it's an unsanctioned bout. There's no liability.
Man, I hope there are pictures posted to social media of Grayson's back after this match, because that will be on it on open mic night tonight. Holy hell.
You see Grayson
and he is still jaw-jacking. Johnny Wrestling on his knees. And a receipt low blow given to Grayson Waller.
Yeah, that's a moment for you, Grayson Waller. How'd that feel? It's all legal, by the way. It's all legal.
Well, yeah, it's a street fight.
The chair again to the back, wailing away at Grayson Waller. Johnny Gargano, Johnny on Wrestling, unleashing on Grayson Waller here in this unsanctioned fight. They just bring in another chair in the ring. Why the hell not? Good grief. And again, and he is not given any sort of reprieve. Oh, wait a minute. This is a Johnny Gargano I have not seen in a long damn time. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Johnny, wait a minute. Oh, man! Swung for the fences. Chair across the front. And the Gargano escape is in. Locked in. Further exaggerated the neck to shoulder. Will Waller tap. Waller taps. Waller taps. Johnny Wrestling wins. And NXT Stand Deliver.
Man. Hell of a match. Candace comes in to congratulate Johnny.
Oh, my God. Johnny Gargano proved why he is NXT. And Grayson Waller got a viral moment he did not want to receive. Johnny freaking Wrestling succeeds. Wow. Good Lord. You think about when Johnny Gargano almost suffered a broken neck at one point. He put a chair around Grayson Waller's neck and swung for the fences. That could have literally decapitated freaking Grayson Waller. And then again, you talked about earlier, JJ, hell have no fear like a woman scorned. There's nothing more dangerous than a pissed off mom. And Johnny Wrestling and Mrs. Wrestling succeed tonight at their home of NXT. But I will say this, Grayson Waller definitely left a viral moment, to say the least, more than once during this unsanctioned fight. It got downright ugly immediately. I've already had him after that roll through pop-up stunner. That was Grayson Waller's moment. But again, hubris, Jesus! Hubris being your own downfall, and Johnny Gargano trying to take Grayson Waller's head off, and nearly succeeds, but regardless, Gargano escaped with the most violent of intentions, and your victor is Johnny freaking Wrestling.
And here comes Index.
And look who's coming, as you say. the way Johnny Gargano did it his way in NXT. Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, Dexter Lumis, and Johnny Freaking Wrestling stand united at NXT. What a moment. Now that is what it means to stand and deliver. Congratulations to Johnny Wrestling and Indy Hartwell. Whew. All right, well, go backstage now. We got the family right now, disappointed. Stacks blaming himself for the loss. Oh, God, these two idiotic yahoos. Oy vey. I see it now. You got a tag team match waiting to happen on your NXT TV.
Oh, yeah.
They're freaking trying to just rub salt in the wound.
New number one contenders, I'm sure.
Wouldn't surprise me. Ugh. All right. That's a fair point. Get that out your head, boy. Don't blame yourself. Uh-oh. Oh, do something about it, huh? Huh? You want to insult the family? Whoa. Tonight's not the night for that shenanigan, all right?
Oh, no.
Today. Okay, now we got another commercial break here. Whew. That was ridiculous. As they give us another superstar spotlight, as they always do, for one, Nikita Lyons.
And she's been out of action for a while with an injury. She must be getting ready to make her return. The heart of the lion, face of the doll, as her entrance theme points out.
And I would say the Eye of a Tiger at this point with that ridiculous split leg drop of a finish. She is a powerhouse and she is a striker on another level. I will give her that. She is a force to be reckoned with. And I still think there's no love lost with her and Zoe Stark, particularly. So I feel the Lion's going to find her prey sooner rather than later. Watch out, folks. Nikita Lyons will be back on her way soon enough. Background, of course, in karate and mixed martial arts. Man, the way she handled those nunchucks. I would not want to be on that woman's bad side.
Not at all.
That is a beast of a different sort there. Beautiful, agile, damn sure effective. Kia Lyons. Stay tuned, folks. She'll be back soon. Lion Roar continues. As we now go to another WrestleMania vignette. JJ, what's this movie based off of?
It's not a movie. It's actually based off of the Netflix original Stranger Things.
Johnny Gargano's inside Rhea Ripley's head. That just sounds scary in general.
Botch. John Cena, not Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, I'm about to say botch. I realize that. Look, I've called a lot of stuff, all right? By the way, if Rhea Ripley's ever able to mentally bend metal, yeah, I would not want to piss her off. Huh. Is Rhea Ripley a force that Charlotte Flair is not prepared for? We'll find out soon enough at WrestleMania Goes Hollywood. Well, that certainly was a stranger thing right there with that vignette. I will say that's the first time I saw that one. Okay. And again, folks, stay tuned as we will bring you coverage for WrestleMania this entire weekend. As WrestleMania Goes Hollywood starts tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And opening things tonight, JJ, of all things.
The Doctor of
down
Thugonomics.
against the 16-time world champion, John Cena, Austin Fury for the United States Championship. Is the Fury just that? Or is he truly a spoiler? We'll find out soon enough. Oh, no. Oh, and now they're talking about in the American Nightmare, of course, involved on Sunday night. He comes from, of course, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. AEW rivals and AEW biographies. Again, there's been way too many biographies, documentaries, so much wrestling. But I do enjoy those when I can watch highlights of them. I try to. So there you go. What a night ahead and what a day so far. But as day becomes nightfall, something wicked this way comes. Time for our NXT Women's Tag Team Championship match as Isla Dawn and Abba Fire look to ascend as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Now this is a dark, wicked, twisted duo that is ready to cause havoc tonight at Stand and Deliver. And I love the look. Ever since Abba Fire snuffed the fire and was the fire bearer, Aladon and Kaylee Ray have preyed upon the NXT Tag Team division, whether it was Ivy Nile, Tatum Paxley, or whether it was our current champs, Kiana James and Fallon Henley. I would say that Abba Fire and Isla Dawn are your most dangerous duo right now in NXT. It's a very unique aura. We see what happened when Isla Dawn had a match and caused an official to spit up goo. Calls herself the White Witch. Very unholy reunion of sorts here. Will the Tag Team Championships fall to darkness?
Hashtag Statboy approved, Matthew.
And I approve that too, because Isla Dawn is one of my favorites from my NXT ST UK. In the meantime, what happens when country and city mix? We're about to find out. Here comes Fallon Henry and Kiana James with Brooks and Jensen in tow. Well, JJ, these are your women tag team champions. They shocked the hell out of us at Vengeance Day. And this is their first defense since winning those titles.
I don't know if I would call them my women's tag team champions, but I know the point you're trying to make, Noah. They are the women's tag team champions of my NXT.
Damn it. Whoa, what the hell?
Kiana James just saved Fallon Henley. Still trying to prove that she is down with this team and she is here for both Briggs and Jensen. Fallon does not trust Kiana as far as she can throw her. Well, and Isla Dawn in there with Fallon now to start off this matchup.
Yeah, no kidding. A quick start right now. And we did see backstage when Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, I'm still getting just the new name, Cazadora Bulldog. Nice. Fallon Henry with a quick cover on Isla Dawn gets a 2 count. And we see backstage in their last altercation, Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they tried to gang up 2-on-1 against Fallon Henry. It was Kiana James that came in for the save. But apparently, Fallon Henry's uncovered some dirty business secrets about
or
Kiana
so
James.
She thinks.
And you wonder, you want them to get exposed tonight or revealed? Oh, man. Blind
or
tag.
So she thinks, Noah. The last time Fallon Henley thought she uncovered some dirty secrets about Kiana James, the man in question was her brother.
Cover 2, as you were saying, 2 count.
You know, the man in question was her brother the last time she thought she uncovered some dirty, underhanded secret.
Right, Zach. I do remember.
Could this be another brother? Could this be a cousin? Could it be her father that's named Sebastian?
What about business partner? Oh, man. Yeah,
we don't know.
There's everybody wants to deep hook up both legs, 2 count. Go ahead.
Everybody wants to think the worst of Kiana James, and maybe, just maybe, she really does have Briggs's best intentions in mind.
Well, again, I still say love is blind, especially in the wrestling industry. Yes, I know Index is a fan. Yes, I know Mr. and Mrs. Wrestling just won. Unsanctioned bout together. They grew together in NXT. They fought each other one-on-one across the independent scene. But I still don't understand or buy in this dynamic of country boy falls in love with the city girl. I still think the most shrewd thing you could deal with is a businesswoman. Oh, that was a stiff kick. Here's a roll-up, too. Nice tag team synergy by Kaylee Ray, I'm just going to keep calling her that, and Isla Dawn, as Fallon Henry's been unable to tag Kiana James so far in this match.
This is not the first time Alba Fire and Isla Dawn have tag teamed. They've been a team for the better part of the last month and a half in my NXT.
That's right. But this is their first chance at women's tag team championships.
Yes, this is their first chance at gold,
Yes.
not their first time teaming.
Oh, what a shot. Just knocked herself out with that one, but also fell back. This might be the moment, though. She needs to make the tag. Kiana James does stand ready. And the thing is, Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray have not been a tag team before your NXT. At one point, they were rivals contending against each other for the NXT UK Women's Championship. And
But
Kiana
like I
James is in
mentioned
now.
with JD McDonough and Ilya Dragunov,
Oh,
sometimes longtime rivals can make a great tag team.
yeah, that's true. But again, we also don't know what sort of business practices Kiana James has been doing when she's not been with Fallon Henry or Brooks Jensen for that matter. There's no doubt that this businesswoman has an agenda. And I don't think it's for anyone's best interest but herself.
Possible.
Kiana James off the apron. Nice moonsault.
Standing moonsault.
Takes out both Isla Dawn and Abba Fire.
Briggs
Again,
and Jensen both applauding her in that standing moonsault. Fallon Henley still down outside, not really sure what to think of her partner.
Well, up and over. Kiana James up and over.
Roll through.
Abba Fire. Wait a minute. Got her hooked. Oh!
Nice belly to back suplex.
Cover. 2. No. Again, I mean, Booker T always says that this business is about two things, and it's not about a man or woman. It's about checks and championships. At the end of the day, the winners are the ones that profit. If Kiana James is going to have higher business ventures and better networking, she has to win here. Oh, so love affair aside, deep stack, 2 off the spine buster. 2 count only, and a tag by Fallon Henry. If Kiana James is going to continue to thrive in whatever businesses she's running, she has to win. So at the end of the day, when the prize is on the line, I could see Kiana James and Fallon Henry having that in focus, but after the bell, probably a different story. I mean, we saw what happened on NXT, face first, this week when Kiana James just planted a kiss straight up on Brooks Jensen. The suspension of disbelief is heavily involved here. And right now, Isla Dawn grabbing Fallon Henry's hair from behind. Referee distracted. Kiana James trying to tell the ref what's going on. And again, this is the point where you are not benefiting your partner. You are costing them. There's the tag. Again, to Isla Dawn. And right now, we're seeing Fallon Henry once again isolate. Tag team action here, of course. Isolate and dominate. Cut the ring in half. Keep the match in your favor. Quick tags. Stay close to your partner. Oh, dear. That fall for Alba Fire as Fallon Henry fights out of the corner. Oh! Right back around. Almost a blockbuster. Source cover. Deep hook. 2 counts. And Isla Dawn able to kick out. Fallon Henry, Kiana James have now been the women's tag team champions for 56 days since season them against Vengeance Day, against the longest reigning NXT women's tag team champions, Kanan Carter and, of course, Katana Chance. And once again, Abba Fire saving her partner. Abba Fire and Isla Dawn are in perfect cohesion right now. There's the tag to Abba. And a knee right to the midsection of Fallon Henry. Might be looking to hook her up for the gory special. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? A Widow's Pico Switch. Oh! Unholy Union. Cover 2. And Kiana with the save. The towel is nearly slipping away tonight into the darkness. But Kiana James with the save. Fallon Henry desperately needs to make a tag, but Isla Dawn taking Kiana James off the apron once again. As Brooke Jensen tries to bring Kiana James back into this thing. Brooks and Jensen, like you said, at ringside. And what the hell are they doing here in the corner? I don't know if this is wise by the challengers to do something out of their opponent's corner. I'm just saying. This is the exact same way Kiana James took advantage at Vengeance Day and allowed Fallon Henry to seize the titles. Tag made. And James is legal. Isla Dawn taken out. Alba Fire is legal on the other side of things. And what the hell? Uh-oh. Kiana James got Alba Fire up. Fallon Henry, perch. What are they looking for here? Drop kick. Power bomb.
Nice double teamwork.
Ooh, the champs nearly retained there, but Isla Dawn with the save. I thought that was it right there, JJ.
Yeah, it looked like they were going for the Doomsday device there.
Yeah.
Modified it into a dropkick power bomb, but still, hell of a double team maneuver by the champs.
Or they could have done like a float over avalanche blockbuster powerbomb combination. There's a lot of things you could do with that type of setup. But again, pinfall submission, that's all that matters here at the end. Oh, and Alba Fire countering, hooking counter. Oh, face first. Face buster, and now Aladon in. Meteor arm running. And the knees. Oh, super kicks. Me in the middle. Here's the cover. Do we have new NXT Women's Tag Team Champion? No.
Oh, so close.
Once
Fallon
again,
able to push Alba Fire just enough so that they fell onto the pinning predicament.
And right now, all 4 women are down. I'm not sure who's for the worse for wear at this point. And I do wonder, though, if Brooks and Briggs are a distraction more so than assist at this point, considering the story we've been seeing played out lately with the tag champs. Yeah, wait a minute. Kiana James asking for the bag?
Wants her purse.
Why? She wants the purse. Go ahead.
Is Briggs going to give it to her, though?
Tag made Alba Fire. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. There's a kick. There's a super kick. As I was saying earlier, Fallon Henry taken out. Isla Dawn, Kiana James, they are legal. Backstabber.
Backcracker.
Alba Fire.
Senton bomb.
The Swans on the cover. 2. We got new women tag team champions.
Briggs's hesitation to give Kiana her purse just cost them the gold.
The titles fall from the heavens and descend in the darkness as this ritual is finally completed. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire are your new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. And what it took again was a choice of consciousness, this time though on behalf of Brooks, which means Brooks is the reason tonight that they lost the titles.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the deep hook of the leg. You even saw Brooks
and look, Jensen even pulled Briggs from trying to break up the count there.
That's right. Because the titles can only change hands via pinfall or submission. They can't change via disqualification. Well, I don't know where this love story goes from here, but I do know one thing. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire have succeeded in what they've been trying to pursue since coming together. And your NXT is about to burn in a whole different light now with these two as your women's tag team champions.
I got a sense of split and some tension coming here in the coming weeks, Noah. Fallon and Jensen just cost the tag team titles for their little stable there.
Exactly.
They cost themselves the gold.
Anyway, yeah, that was bizarre. And again, we still don't know truly where things stand. Who the hell is Sebastian? Will Kiana James come clean? Now they no longer have a tag title. Will Fallon Henry try to expose what she has seen and try to interpret it in her own way? We don't know where this thing goes from here. The bottom line is this. Brooks and Jensen are not challengers for the tag team championships. They could have been tonight, but they fell short. And Kiana James and freaking Fallon Henry lost the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. That foursome has nothing. As we are on a commercial break once again, and I gotta say, Isla Dawn, yay, I'm happy. She's finally a champion.
Right?
About damn time. And also Alba Fire. And here I thought Alba Fire was going to be snuffed out on the main roster due to bad booking. Instead, it's in a whole different light, and we have new women's tag team champions. I'm okay with it. So, as I'm sure teenage dramas go, to be continued. Don't know what sort of name you would give this sort of sitcom, not sitcom, drama. But to be continued on your NXT TV. Hooey. Oh, and now we got a moment to breathe. Again, folks, hope you've been enjoying the conversation, the actions, the reactions. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell a friend. Support my friend here for he's monetized. So show him some love and you want to dictate the conversation. Super chat. It's as simple as that. As we are on a commercial break once again, highlighting another major match coming up for WrestleMania. And of course, we'll be back later once NXT Stand Deliver concludes to bring you coverage for WrestleMania as a whole, starting with that one tonight. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be our pre-show. And I gotta wonder, with a kickoff match on NXT Stand Deliver, could we actually see a kickoff match at WrestleMania?
I mean, I guess it's always possible, Noah. They haven't done kickoff matches on their shows for quite a while, but after seeing the kickoff match here tonight, it is definitely a strong possibility that we can get one here this evening.
And also, I just realized we don't even have the results going across the ticker. So let me go ahead and bring you folks up to speed. Again, we are covering NXT Stand Delivered. It started off with the kickoff show as Ava Raine did her debut, and it was very nice for what it was worth. And yes, Chase University succeeded. Chase U won against Schism. And this battleground of inclusivity, I'm sure, is not over. But speaking of battleground, JJ, your NXT is going to go to war, not just against themselves, but against AEW, as they present NXT Battleground Sunday, May 28th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what the hell Shawn Michaels is thinking. And also, folks, we, of course, are getting prepared for our main event. We also just saw the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships change hands as Kiana James and Fallon Henry lost to Abba Fire and Isla Dawn. Johnny Wrestling succeeded tonight and beat Grayson Waller in the unsanctioned fight. Wesley was able to retain his title in the five-way dance. And we also saw Indy Hartwell finally become the NXT Women's Champion. And coming up this Tuesday on NXT, Pretty Deadly will renew hostilities with the family as Tony Angelo Stacks prove a point. And Dijak looks to deliver justice, this time against Odyssey Jones, as they contend each other in one-on-one action. And that will be this Tuesday on NXT, courtesy of USA. But before we get there, we have to know who will be the face of NXT, as it is time to see who truly stands and delivers. Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes. Does Melo miss? Does Braun Breaker get broken? Or does him prove once and for all that he is the brand? Oh, boy. This is the match, JJ. This is the match.
Yeah, this is what everything has been building towards.
Same class, same time, same NXT ride of a different sort. Heavy lies the head that wears the crown. So says Carmelo Hayes. This is our story. This is the main event. Braun versus Melo. Carmelo Hayes, the 2021 breakout superstar, part of NXT War Games winning team, the two-time and longest combined NXT North American champion, the unified NXT Cruiserweight and North American champion. He is the one of one. He is him. He is Carmelo Hayes. But will he be NXT champion? Carmelo Hayes has been nonstop working hard to prepare for this opportunity of a lifetime. While he parties once in a while and his friends continue the festivities, he's off continuing to move forward in what he believes is his own rising legacy. This is the biggest match in Carmelo Hayes' career, and he realizes it. It's do or die. It's hit or miss. He may not get this chance again. How bad do you want to be NXT champion? That is what we're seeing here in this video highlight package for Carmelo Hayes. And then you got Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker has been nothing but a relentless face and a true NXT champion. One of the most dominant NXT champions in history. Braun Breaker has held this title now for nearly a year and is going into his 14th defense since seizing the title off Dolph Ziggler, overcoming the likes of JD McDonough, Ilya Dragunov, Tyler Bate, Dolph Ziggler, Joe Gacy, Apollo Crews, Gunther, and Grayson Waller. A legacy Braun Breaker carries that has been passed down from the likes of Seth friggin' Rollins, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole. Braun Breaker has literally been NXT homegrown since day one. The future is now. That was the quote for Seth freaking Rollins, but is now the future. And will it be led continually by Braun Breaker, or will finally Carmelo Hayes stand and deliver? This is their stage. This is their story. This is their moment. They both have made their way finally to this face-to-face encounter.
King Mike says Bobby said he wanted a Mania match. Maybe he kicks us off on the pre-show.
Maybe. It depends, really. Again, we haven't seen
Mhm.
Carmelo Hayes. We haven't seen Braun Breaker involved in any main roster activities. We know that Carmelo Hayes can hang, though. We saw what he did against Ricochet in the opening of Worlds Collide, JJ. And we also saw Braun Breaker have a match on Monday Night Raw. So both these men, despite what Harris might say about Carmelo Hayes maybe not being ready, I think Carmelo Hayes is out to prove tonight that not only is he ready, he's been ready.
Damn right.
Because he is him, and Melo don't miss. But will Braun Breaker stand and deliver and still be our NXT champion? Who
Like
will
I
be?
pointed out on the prediction show, in the words of Calvin Brodus, he is I and I am him. What's my motherfucking name? Carmelo Hayes, baby.
Carmelo Hayes.
As he walks down the hall of the Crypto.com arena, formerly the Staples Center,
And
Kobe's house,
champion.
LeBron's house, Shaq's house.
Keep going. Yep.
You know,
Oh boy.
the home that the Kings built, 2-time Stanley Cup champions.
Ooh.
Carmelo Hayes looks to become the champion in one of the winningest houses in professional sports.
Time to find out. Trick Williams, the hype guy. Gonna run down the resume. 221st, banger, banger. Banger after banger. All right, but we'll see that soon enough.
After banger.
Banger after banger.
Oh,
Roger Strong,
shit.
Cameron Grimes, D'Angelo.
All the jerseys are
Ricochet,
in Lakers colors, Noah.
Vinci, Axiom. You did call about the legends yourself, Kobe Bryant. Axiom, Tyler Bate, Apollo Crews, a haul of jerseys for him, the one of one.
Because I'm the greatest, ain't no hating the best, kid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that Titantron!
Dude, if that is a shirt, I want it. Meacham, if you hear me, if that is a t-shirt, that logo, I want it. I'm not feeling the one he's wearing, but if they've got one with that Lakers-esque logo, I want it.
But look at the symbolism.
And I'm not even a Lakers fan. I'm actually a Lakers hater.
Kobe. Will Melo shoot the money shot and not miss? No time like the present, JJ. This is what we've been waiting for. Carmelo Hayes, the one-on-one. He is him, but will he be our new first time ever NXT champion?
Man. I hope so. This kid is so fucking talented. See, even Matthew co-signs with me. He can't stand the Lakers, but he would rock that Melo shirt.
Carmelo Hayes looking to become the Kobe Bryant tonight. Stand, deliver, and hit the winning shot at the end of the playoff finals and seize the prize. Not a trophy, not a ring, but the NXT championship. And you got to consider this, JJ. He has a corner man. He has Trick Williams. How will he come into play during this match? We've seen how influential Trick Williams has been in the past. Uh-oh. This dog with one hell of a bite.
And we know that his father and his uncle are there. They were seen in the crowd last night for the Hall of Fame.
That's right. Holla if you hear me.
How awesome would it be for them to be his cornermen tonight?
Beware of the dog, because he has got that dog in him. Sirens blare, because here comes Bronathan Breaker.
See, and I've mentioned this a couple times on our streams, Noah. I like me some Braun Breaker. I think this kid's got a huge upside. But when the crowd in the PC started chanting, "Save us, Mello," that was everything that you needed to hear. The crowd is ready for Braun to lose this title. He's just a couple days removed from a complete 365-day run as he took it off of Dolph Ziggler the night after Mania last year, which I believe would be April 4th. So we're just 3 days shy of a full year reign, which ironically, April 4th this year would be NXT air date.
You put a little
Can
symbolism
he
on
make it the full year? Can he get past Carmelo Hayes? Or will him ascend to the top of his throne and become NXT champion, sealing his fate and his destiny?
Let's go down to introductions by Alicia Taylor. Trick Williams accompanying Carmelo Hayes. He is him. Carmelo Hayes. Big money bout. A very mixed reception for the NXT champion. Dogs are out, but so are the haters. This is the main event for Braun Breaker. It was last year's Stand Deliver. He failed to deliver and stand still as NXT champion. This year, coming in as the champion, will Braun Breaker succeed or will Mello not miss? Bell rings, we're underway. And so far, Need a Man right now are flying into it. Oh, man. The longest match, by the way, for Carmelo Hayes since coming to NXT is 23 minutes. Braun Breaker has been in the pool with sharks, swimming in the deep end, but his longest match is also only 23 minutes. And it was a triple threat at Halloween Havoc. You are looking at two of the, if not the most promising talents out of this NXT, as we got a accountable time to finally kick things off. Last night, we were wondering if destiny was going to be fulfilled by Mark Briscoe. It was not. Oh. We look at the strengths and weaknesses on both sides here. Braun Breaker is the powerhouse. There's no denying that. But at Carmelo Hayes, he has speed on his side. If Carmelo Hayes tries to play Braun Breaker's game, he will be at a disadvantage, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Carmelo Hayes has to do what brought him to the dance. He's got a stick, move, breeding that speed and agility game.
And
That's
right now,
the
Braun
only
Breaker.
way. It's the only way he's going to be able to counter the power that is Braun Breaker.
You just saw him counter that power right there, standing out there. Almost, I thought he was going for a pop-up powerbomb here. Whoa, 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 whoa. This dog, he's testing Carmelo Hayes at this moment here. Carmelo Hayes taking a little bit out of his game, it looks like. And we know how much Braun Breaker, how much discipline, how much strength. What is this? A slingshot. Whoa, nice roll by Carmelo Hayes. Up and over. Braun Breaker picking up speed. Agility shown by Hayes. Hayes up and over Braun Breaker here. Nice drop kick. Takes the champ off his feet. Oof. And you see Carmelo Hayes right now. Is he balling? Oh, no. He's looking to be breaking. Trying to get inside the champ's head right here. Braun Breaker, of course, a hot head. But, of course, if you're a Steiner, you're a hot head by birth. And meanwhile, the drop down by Braun. Carmelo Hayes picked up speed. The agility shown by Braun Breaker. Now Carmelo follows up. Eats a shoulder tackle. And is turned up and over And there's bringing Carmelo Hayes back to reality. The power of Braun Breaker coming into play here. And right now, off the second. Oh! Whoa. A slip up right there, JJ. You cannot slip up in the match like this.
No, not
Carmelo
at
Hayes
all.
going for it again, though, and literally just swatted off like a fly.
Little slip up like that can cost you the entire match.
And Braun Breaker balling. What the hell? Message sent by the champion. Who would we say at this point was like the rival to the Lakers or Kobe Bryant per se? You know, that's what I'm kind of getting here. Oh! That's
Well, the longtime Laker rivals, the Celtics.
And Breaker
if you want to talk about same house, the Clippers and the Lakers are pretty good rivals too. But the Lakers and the Celtics, man, that's always been the history there. That's your Blackhawks, Red Wings. That's your Dodgers, Giants.
Too. As you were
it's your Yankees, Red Sox. You know, the Lakers and the Celtics.
And look at this agility by Braun Breaker. What a standing moonsault.
Yeah, hell of a moonsault there by Braun.
Now he's got him in the gator roll, trying to disorientate his opponent. Champion in control right now of the challenger. Again, it was Dolph Ziggler that took the title from Braun Breaker last year at NXT Stand Deliver with the assistance of one Bobby Roode. But Braun Breaker regained the NXT Championship against Dolph Ziggler and has been an unstoppable force ever since. And right now, Carmelo Hayes is trying to fight back out of the side headlock, trying to hook a leg. Braun Breaker bring it back down, up and over. Brings it back down to the mat. Braun Breaker in full control of the challenger. Again, how do you prepare for Braun Breaker? I mean, I know Carmelo Hayes has had his own journey in the NXT, but again, it's the first time these two are facing each other in one-on-one action, JJ. We saw how well they coexisted as a tag team. And Braun Breaker said he didn't want anything less than 100% from Carmelo Hayes. And right now, Braun Breaker's been firmly in the driver's seat.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I think when it comes to Braun Breaker, he didn't want any excuses from Melo.
Right.
He didn't want Melo to be able to say, oh, well, you beat me because of this. Or you beat me because of that. If you beat me, it's because you were the better man.
And snap suplex right now sends Carmelo Hayes to the other side of the ring. Braun Breaker falling out. Oh!
Drop toe hold, sending him right into the ropes there.
That's a nice way to take advantage. And now Carmelo Hayes putting the boost to Braun Breaker in the corner. Got a 5 count, though. Again, Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker cannot lose sight of what's important here. The win. They can't let emotions get the better of them. And we know these are two highly emotional men. Carmelo Hayes right now seems pretty composed at this point.
You know, and you look at Carmelo Hayes and you think about what the higher-ups say about how he's not ready for the main roster. And I don't understand what they see.
I saw that.
There are so many ways you could work him into the main roster. You know, whether you throw him into Hurt Business reformed with MVP, or you put him with the Street Profits, or even work him into something like Hit Row. Yes, he's going to be the Rock. He's going to be the standout that you know is going to break off and have bigger and better things. But it's a great way to get him on the roster and get him that exposure to the Monday or Friday night crowds.
And now you see Hayes right now working the arm of Braun Breaker with a double wrist lock here, keeping the champion on the mat with that ridiculous springboard clothesline for the 2 count. Braun Breaker now finally taking off his element for the time being.
Did you see how heavy Trick was breathing on the outside?
Yeah.
Those quick, short breaths. He is just as nervous as I'm sure Carmelo Hayes is.
The lights don't get bigger and brighter than this if you're in NXT. And for Carmelo Hayes, he might not get this opportunity again.
Right? I mean, the only way the lights get bigger and brighter is if you're at SoFi Stadium later on tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, wait, they'll count on the roll up. Oh, Breaker almost got him there with a 2. Get to the midsection, though. Now all it takes is 3 seconds. Irish whip. Braun Breaker sent in the corner. Oh, big razor edge shot by Carmelo. And wrenching the arm across the top rope. And, of course, we know Braun Breaker, he has that one-arm lift-up power slam. Irish whip reversal, ducks underneath, and Carmelo Hayes staying close to proximity, delivering a mean shot. Braun Breaker with the answer back, though. Kick to the midsection.
Carmelo Hayes reminds me so much of Michael B. Jordan, the actor, You think about, I know you're not a movie guy, but he's the guy that plays Creed in the new Creed series.
I've seen
He's the
enough
guy
trailers
that
to
played,
understand that. Whoa, what a head toss!
he's the dude that played Killmonger in the first Black Panther
Ooh,
movie. Like,
Wakanda.
he's just got those looks and that attitude about him. Like,
Ooh. Up and over with the backbreaker over the knee. Combo hooks the leg. It's not a 3.
yes, Hassan, this is the main event for Stand and Deliver. We'll then have a brief intermission of a couple hours, and we'll be back here at 3 o'clock Pacific, 6 Eastern, to bring you our WrestleMania Night 1 coverage.
And pre-show hype. And that being said, right now, you do wonder if the hype is too much for Carmelo Hayes to handle. As you alluded to, tonight and tomorrow night is WrestleMania. Starts 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Peacock. But of course, we'll be with you 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at JMN Multiverse of Media each night to give you our hype, preview, and discussion, and so much more. And right now, Braun Breaker trying to take control of Carmelo Hayes, push him off the ropes. Ooh!
Clubbing shot to the back.
That elbow right to the spine there. Rebounding Carmelo Hayes off the ropes, JJ. Champion in firm control right now. And again. Oh, man.
Ron slowing the pace down. Carmelo was speeding things up too much. And like I said, Carmelo Hayes needs to use his speed and agility against the powerhouse that is Braun Breaker. Braun is able to slow things down to that slower, more methodical, more amateur pace. He can take Carmelo out of his game.
That side slam, I do it, cover 2. No. Just kicked out again. And all these high impact moves on the back. Braun Breaker is focusing on the back of Carmelo Hayes.
Possibly looking for the Steiner recliner coming up a little bit.
Or that bulldog. And the Carmelo Hayes, they'll grab the second rope. And again, even though the small of the back has to be in excruciating pain, and up in the fireman's carry, torture rack maybe. Trick Williams, though, coming in, though. And Trick Williams has to be careful here. He does not want to get Carmelo Hayes disqualified.
No, not at all.
And the ref just ejected Trick.
And there goes Carmelo's backup plan. Trick couldn't help himself, got involved, and now he's being ejected. Just like Tommy Lasorda from many a Dodger game.
Wow! And Breaker flies on the top rope and wipes out Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams. You were saying that.
Braun throwing Carmelo back into the ring.
And well, I was talking about
going
earlier.
Going back
Braun
up to
Breaker,
the top again.
I think he's going for that Steiner Bulldog. Can he hit it? Cop and got it! That might be enough cover. 2. No!
Carmelo kicks out.
Ooh, boy. And Carmelo Hayes has been definitely taken out of his element. Not only has he lost his corner man after this ridiculous tope conical low, Braun Breaker flying over the top. He hits the freaking Steiner Bulldog and gets a near fall, but still not enough to put down him yet. And how does Carmelo Hayes rebound from this? It's almost like you're down in the final quarter. The last 2 minutes of the game are still in play here. How do you pull things together? How do you handle that pressure to come back and be victorious?
At the end of the day, you got to look for your opposition to miss a shot.
Oh, and he got it.
There you go.
A nice DDT there. Hook Braun Breaker up. Oh, very nice. The cutter. Deep hook in the leg. 2. No.
Yeah, when it comes to those final moments of a game, Noah, and I know you're not a big sports guy either, you've got to look for that one slip up where you can get the rebound, you can get the drive, you can hit the home run, and you can just bring the game in. And that's what Carmelo is looking for now. He found his opportunity. He was able to counter. He was able to lay Braun Breaker down, but he's taken too much time going to the top rope, which may be just what Breaker needs to counter and get back into things.
He did roll through, though, land on his feet, though. Got him with a pump kick. Braun Breaker rocked there and driven to the outside of the ring. And now, right now, Braun Breaker on the apron. Carmelo Hayes looking to bring him in the hard way. I'm not sure how wise this is. Again, I don't know if he's going to win this power game. Oh! Nice, beautiful second rope assist. Springboard rebound suplex. Being Braun Breaker back to the inside. Here's the cover. Hooks the ledge. We have a new champion. No! Breaker able to get the shoulder up again.
Daniel, we've pointed out a couple times that for whatever reason, the WWE higher-up brass does not think that Melo is ready yet. I'm not sure if they think Braun is, but there is a heavy rumor that Cena is going to defeat Theory for the U.S. title, and could then issue an open challenge.
Whoa!
Jesus, Frankensteiner off the top.
I brought Breaker of all people. And again, the small of the back of Carmelo Hayes hits the mat.
But like I was saying, then Cena may issue another open challenge either tomorrow for Night 2 of Mania or for Raw after Mania. Braun could very easily be the person to answer that open challenge that Cena issues if he dethrones Theory for the opening match of Mania tonight.
Well, again, that's a Fury. And again, Fury and Cena, they kick things off for WrestleMania. Braun Breaker right now, suspension of disbelief. Carmelo Hayes, though, is also not willing to go down yet. These two look fired up, and I don't think they've released everything yet. I think we're about to hit freaking halftime here at this point. And now we're going to kick into another gear. Both Melo and Braun Breaker up to their feet, meeting each other in the middle of the ring. Braun grabbing the small of his back. Or excuse me, Carmelo. Oh, big shot. Oh, what a right. Oh, man. These live rounds are hitting hard. Overhead shot. Drop Carmelo. Again, you're not going to win a striking affair against Braun Breaker, Carmelo. I'm just going to put that out there. You're certainly try and hang, but you're not going to beat him in this.
No.
And both men right now
exchanging
bombs.
The crowd booing Braun strikes and cheering for Melo.
In the bed, they exchange with the insecurity. Uh-oh. No, wait a minute. Try to bring Braun Breaker down to the mat. Braun Breaker, though, drop toe hold. Reverse submission, maybe. The Steiner recliners you alluded to. Braun Breaker sits up from underneath, picks the angle of Braun, though.
He's been working the small of that back over. The Steiner recliner is the perfect submission to go
inside
for.
Leg. Oh! What a counter into the power slam. Oh, wait a minute. My Lord of Man.
Crippler crossface.
Is the champion going to tap out, though? Look at Braun Breaker, though. Able to reverse it. Turn it to a pin and tap out.
Forcing Carmelo to release the pressure.
Exactly. I mean, oh, no!
Oh, shit. Spear to Carmelo Hayes takes out the referee.
Well, now what the hell's going to happen?
Braun's got the straps down.
He's looking to break Carmelo Hayes tonight at Stand Deliver, but again, the referee is incapacitated.
Steiner recliner getting locked in.
Can he sit down and lock it in? The Steiner recliner is in. Carmelo Hayes taps, but there is no ref.
Melo taps, but there's no ref.
There's no official. Why, Trick Williams? Oh!
And the crowd is popping big time. Trick with the belt to the back of Bronathan Breaker. Drags Carmelo Hayes over for the pinfall.
He's trying
but
to get
there's
the ref
still
back.
No ref.
You gotta be kidding me. Are we going to see a title change like this? Referee possession, the cover. Count it. 1, 2. No!
Braun kicks out. Still too much fight in the dog. And Braun pointed to his head.
He realized it. He knew something like that was bound to happen. He scouted it.
Ready.
Oh, man. And Carmelo can't believe it. Up the second rope. Got caught. Oh, no. Got goozled.
Goozled.
Up in the fireman's carry. Military press. Referee still down. Oh, breaker counter. Hayes, come on. Time to hit the playmaker. Don't miss. Hayes trying to make it to the top rope. Can he hit it? Does Melo not miss? Is it nothing but net?
Connects.
Cover the man. 1, 2. We got new NXT champion.
Damn fucking right.
Carmelo Hayes did not miss.
Your winner.
He scored right before the buzzer. Carmelo Hayes is the new NXT champion.
Your winner and new in the home of the Lakers, the Clippers, the Spark, and the Los Angeles Kings. Carmelo Hayes has ascended and become one more champion crowned in the house.
Let's take a look at some of the replays here. This was quite a bout, to say the least. Braun Breaker firmly in control. That spear, like you said, JJ, firmly into Carmelo, but also into the ref. Took him out. Carmelo Hayes immediately taps out. Trick Williams comes in, blasts Braun Breaker in the back with the title, drags Carmelo into the cover. Braun survives it. He looks for that military press power slam, and Carmelo countered it into a cobra of sorts, and then Melo hit nothing but net. Swish with that top rope leg drop, scissors kick, and got the 3. Him didn't miss.
And
Carmelo
listen to that
Hayes
Los
is
Angeles
your
crowd,
NXT
Noah.
champion.
Listen to that LA crowd. They are firmly behind him. Braun Breaker taking the belt from the referee.
Hold on. Braun Breaker with the title here. And Trick Williams.
Trick backing off.
Trick Williams was not involved in the decision, though, to be fair. Mel did do it on his own. And Braun Breaker going to pass it off. There's got to be nothing but huge respect for these two. Again, they carried this brand.
Braun Breaker extending his fist.
There you go. Passing
and handing the belt
torch
to Carmelo Hayes.
Braun Breaker has officially ushered in Carmelo Hayes. This is your NXT. And
Bowed
you have
to
stood
him.
and delivered.
Bowed to him as a show of respect, raises the new champ's hand. But look at Carmelo, kind of side-eyeing him, making sure that he's not going to try something funny.
This is Carmelo Hayes' night. This is Carmelo Hayes' moment. Carmelo Hayes stands tall in the end as our brand new NXT champion. A new era has truly began for your NXT, JJ, and it starts off at the top with him. And once again, NXT certainly stood and delivered. For this Championship Live Watch Live event production, I'm the Noah Foster for JJ Williams. Thank you for tuning in. This has been NXT Stand and Deliver. And we will see you shortly in a few hours for WrestleMania as we wrap up this first watch-long session. Congratulations again to Carmelo Hayes. Him didn't miss.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've been asked in private chat to try to stall a little bit. Jeff is in line for The Undertaker, awaiting his turn, and he's going to pop in here so that it can be broadcast live over the multiverse. If we can stall just a little bit, he said he's actually watching the stream of us along with Emmanuel and Arlene Dominguez, two of our biggest supporters last week for open mic night. Thank you again to them for donating as much as they did. Jeff, the stream is over. The show is over. So if you would like to pop in and just chat for a minute as you wait for your turn to be called, feel free, my friend. It is your name on the marquee after all. But Noah, I've got to ask, what did you think about not your NXT tonight?
I'll say it once. I'll say it again. It may not be my NXT, but when it comes to especially the grander stages, it certainly reminds me of what I fought quite to a degree of what it used to be. And it damn sure is better than what it once was at a time, to say the least. Your NXT stood and delivered on all fronts. Tremendous show.
Thank you. That means a lot coming from you, good sir. And while you may not still claim it as your NXT, you know, hopefully it at least showed some semblance of what your black and gold was back in the day. It may not be completely there yet, but I hope you can at least acknowledge the fact that it's on the right path.
I can definitely acknowledge that at least. And again, suspension this week up in the air. We know that Battleground will be the next stop, big next stop for your NXT. And whether or not Braun Breaker continues to be a part of this brand or felt that he already did what he needed to do on his end, that remains to be seen as well. So that being said, again, congratulations to our new NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, and our brand new NXT champion, Carmelo Hayes, and our brand new NXT Women's Champion, Indy Hartwell. And somehow Wesley overcame the odds. Congratulations to him in that crazy 5-way dance. And again, congratulations to Chase University on succeeding and giving a, that's what I'm looking for, Andre Chase size ass whooping to Schism. Nice little debut for Ava Rain. Still so much more potential yet to be seen. Yeah, gum. And I'm just looking at the chat here for a little bit, seeing more and more shades of the black and gold. Can't argue that. I'm glad I wore this pin. This is an NXT Championship pin. I'm glad I wore it tonight because it definitely reminded me of when black and gold was at its finest. Next Tuesday, everything will be clear. Maybe that's still a stretch. We still don't know what Kiana James' true business plans are. And let's see here. Shades of Hogan and Warrior. That's an interesting trade-off there, Kate Rare. And I feel that's a fair case. You think about again when Hogan and Warrior, they contended for like both championships, like at the same time. They had tremendous feuds over world championships, Intercontinental championships. That is kind of a fair take there, JJ.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oy vey. Let's see. Winning the U.S. Championship and losing it, Braun Breaker on the same night. As you were talking about earlier, again, we look ahead. We'll go ahead and tell you this, folks. Say it loud. Hey.
Jeff Meacham live from the Undertaker line. There's Emmanuel and Arlene.
We're trying.
Yeah. I can only imagine how many people are there. Good grief.
Yeah, for real.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is all for him.
Holy hell.
Most of it's for him.
So that's for Carmelo Hayes? Because you said it's for him, so you know.
Carmelo Hayes is him. That's right.
It's a mess. And Matt, good to see everybody. Anyway.
Were you able to keep up? Sorry, I don't mean to go ahead, Jeff.
I can't hear you at all, Jay, just so you guys know. I'm going to try to record what's about to happen for posterity. We'll see how it goes. But thank you both for calling the show. I heard it turned out well. Congratulations to those of you congratulating. I'm going to leave that there for people that are watching. But Emmanuel and Arlene are here with us. Yeah, it's pretty packed in. I'm not going to lie. Darren, good to see you as well. I'll be back for Mania, I promise. And there's the old man just for...
Hey, Frank.
Hello.
Papa Meacham in the house.
We are patiently awaiting a tardy dead man, but we'll be there. So
but you know what? If anybody can pull it off, it's The Undertaker, baby.
It's like your guys' looking. It looks like you're lying.
Yeah, no doubt.
We appear to be moving, so have fun, you guys.
Yes, sir. Yep. Take it easy, Jeff.
Be safe. Whew. Well, JJ, again, your brand stood and delivered. But now the opening act has concluded. Our main attraction is still ahead to kick off. And that is WrestleMania.
I know. We've only got about a 2-hour reprieve before we're back here in studio to call the action for the Super Bowl of professional wrestling. The granddaddy of them all. WrestleMania. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. I know I've said it a few times, Noah. A year ago, when I was participating in the chat room, never did I think I would be sitting here calling the action today. And because of, not to put him on blast or make him sound bad, but because of James's feelings at the time of the WWE product, I became your color commentary cohort. And it's evolved into the fact that in 2 hours, 12 minutes, and some odd seconds, we are going to be doing the pre-show for and calling the action for WrestleMania.
Damn it.
And I hope that everybody that joined us for Stand and Deliver will join us and tune in. You know, I don't want to make it sound like we're begging, but please, if you're enjoying our coverage, feel free to super chat, whether it's on Jeff's channel or my channel. The monetary support allows us to continue bringing things like this. We will have footage of Jeff's meet and greet with The Undertaker during the pre-show, as the fact that he's tardy, he's going to film it and we'll upload it to YouTube or the StreamYard stream, and we'll broadcast it during the pre-show in just a couple of hours. Thank you once again to everyone who joined and tuned in today. For the simple man with the spectacular voice, get you some rest, good sir, drink you some warm tea, pop a couple of cough drop lozenges. I'm going to do the same. We will see y'all in a couple hours for night 1 of WrestleMania 39.
Have a good day, folks. WrestleMania is upon us.